in my new truck.
But you told him not to.
Yeah, I told him not to, and
But
I
he
think
did.
I got barbecue sauce all over the seats. So we will talk about that later. But an amazing vehicle. You need to go check out the Chevrolet trucks, Silverados at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. But, man, what a great night. There's actually a little less humidity tonight than we've seen earlier in the week, so should be a great time, a great atmosphere for the ball game tonight.
It's actually more humid in the box than it is out on the field right now.
That's because we're standing next to Bruce and Milzer.
That's right.
Yeah.
There's heat coming off everywhere.
Yeah.
Why don't we go down and check in with our Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett. Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4. Steak and Shake right in front of the movie theater in Prattville. Donnie, what's going on with you?
Well, first of all, I'm glad to be back with you guys.
Yes.
Yes.
Second of all, the reason I wanted the air conditioner turned up was so my Steak and Shake Frosted Flake milkshake would not melt before I could get it down.
And you always have to have one of those before you eat a Country's barbecue sandwich.
You do.
Well,
Nothing
hey,
goes
I mean,
with Country's barbecue sandwiches like a Steak
yeah.
and Shake shake.
Because let me tell you, Steak and Shake it might be one of my favorite places to eat because I can go eat for under $4.
Yes, you can,
Yeah.
and eat really good.
Yeah.
I mean, they have my favorite, the Cajun steak burger,
Oh,
Yeah.
come on with the Cajun burger.
and somebody introduced me to breakfast there,
Oh, yes.
and so now on my way to school, I go by and I have a Frosted Flake milkshake every morning
Because that's breakfast.
Yeah.
because it's Frosted Flakes.
It's
and
milk,
and
it's
they're-
wheat,
Hey,
Yeah.
and they're great. So,
everything a growing boy needs right
that's
there.
right.
Yeah.
Hey, it is a beautiful night
Hey.
for football.
Hey, Donnie,
Hey,
move back over to your right again and wave because we want to invite everybody to go check out our YouTube live streaming this year.
Hey.
Totally free. There's no pay-per-view this year, and we're going to have all the Prattville Lions action right here live on
And
YouTube.
and how can they get on there?
If you'll go to
Yes.
YouTube and search for Prattville Alive, and,
Right.
and then you'll get there. And also on the Prattville Alive Facebook page, there's links posted there as well.
Okay.
And hey,
because Chip and I had some people that were maybe not on Facebook that were trying to figure out. We were trying to tell them how to do it. And
YouTube, baby.
So we
The
just
miracle
said,
of YouTube.
you
Well-
got to YouTube it.
Yeah.
And they were like,
Do we need to spell out YouTube?
yes, they need to spell
Yeah.
out YouTube.
It's not the letter. It's not the letter.
it's
It's the
No, it's not.
the pronoun, the YOU.
Okay.
And sweet Miss Nadine, I finally got her to understand all that because her son would not help her with it. He's
Hey.
like, Mama, we got to go.
If you're not in front of a computer and you're on the road driving and you can't watch the game, you can always listen to Dixie Country 100.1 FM. And if that's not out of your range, get on your smartphone, hit the TuneIn app, search for Dixie Country, and you can listen to it streaming over the internet as well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
on the
our
TuneIn app.
new venture, Prattville Alive, we're going to be bringing all kind of action this year, not only in football, but we're going to expand all the way into as many sports as we can at Prattville High School, and also many civic events around the
Right.
city and whatnot. So
And that
we're-
is Prattville Alive.
Prattville Alive.
Yes.
We will our website will be coming online here within a month, but right now all their information can be found at Prattville Alive on the Facebook page.
That's it.
Hey, Donnie, looking through the roster this year at our projected starters for tonight, we mentioned this on the way over here that most of these kids played for you at some point.
I think out of the starting 22, maybe 19, 17,
What can you tell us about this bunch we're going to see tonight?
they're aggressive.
Well, that's good.
They're aggressive. They're not scared of anything. And I think they all have a chip on their shoulder. Not Chip Powell, but
Yes. Yeah.
a chip.
But a figurative chip. I
And we
see.
have a lot of juniors starting. I think
A
you
lot
can
of
see that.
juniors.
You remember there was a lot of sophomores that started last year.
Yes, all right.
And they're you know what? I don't know if you heard this. If you were listening in the pregame, you would have heard this. But if you heard Coach Anderson say this team since the end of last season to January, through the strength and conditioning program, has put on 2,000 pounds of body weight
A lot
together.
of weight.
Yeah.
This is pretty much the same group of players from last year, but they are bigger, faster, stronger.
Well, that and a lot of them have changed positions. We were looking at some kids on the way over here, and Pratt and I were going, well, that guy played offense when he was with us, and now he's a defensive lineman, and this guy was a receiver, now he's a linebacker, and this guy was 145 pounds, and now he's 270.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't recognize some of them, so I'm excited to see what's going to happen. It's looking back and thinking back when those guys were with us, and when we played Wetumpka, there were some pretty good ball games. I think we won a couple more than we lost. So,
well, one change you're going to see from last season to this season is our field general this year. Well, of course, last year, Cam Taylor, the starter, till he was injured in game 2.5, I think. And then Josh Moore took over the rest of the year. Josh was a senior, graduated, on to greater things. And tonight, we'll see the first start for Mr. Trey Edwards.
Yep.
And what can you tell us about Trey Edwards, Donnie?
Well, he's learned his right from his left now.
That's good, because I still haven't.
Yeah, we taught him to, hold that left hand up and make an L. But no, Trey played quarterback for us at junior high. We ran a lot of option back then, and Trey did an outstanding job with that. He's a smart quarterback. I say that now. I hope I didn't jinx him or anything, but he was really smart, and he wasn't going to make a decision that cost you a ball game or cost you a bad play. He'd pull it down and run it before he'd make that throw. And so
another
I
thing,
don't know. Kind of excited to see, what it's going to be like, knowing that I'm going into this and I'm going to be the man. How did he prepare for it in the offseason? And
it's been a quarterback battle between him and Kyle Kramer, who is a more prototypical pocket passing quarterback. So there really is kind of a change of pace there if needed. You've got Kyle Kramer, you've got Trey Edwards, both very, very capable of being starting quarterbacks, both different types of quarterbacks. So there's lots of things you can do when you've got that combination.
Lots of weapons too as far as receivers go.
Yeah, and look for Trey Edwards staying there in the slot if Kyle goes in at quarterback too.
Right, exactly, because like I said, Trey is an athlete, and he, like I said, he played quarterback for us, but he also played slot when we played some other kids in there. Kyle Kramer is your all-star drop back passer.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he is. He can throw it. He can throw it a long way.
He's your Auburn High School passer.
He is. Yeah, he's destined for USC, somewhere like that.
your typical West Coast sling it around.
He is that.
Your running back tonight is going to be number 20, D'Angelo Jones, who was injured last year. Shoulder injury kept him from finishing the season. But he's a guy who's really bulked up too, listed at 5'11", 210 pounds. Expect great things from D'Angelo Jones this year.
Guys, I think we're fixing to have the national anthem.
You are correct about that, Donnie. We're going to rise for the playing of our national anthem.
And let me tell you what I don't see. I don't see any high school players hitting the knee out here.
We're going to break away for 2 minutes. The Prattville Lions pregame show here at Hohenberg Stadium will continue as we count down the kickoff between the Prattville Lions and the Wetumpka Indians after this break.
Choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Aero Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
It's football season in Alabama, and for over 30 years, we've helped customers get to their favorite games with great deals on new Chevrolets, certified used cars, and our Value Lot specials. In a hurry to hit the road, use our Express Oil Change, where we run the no-huddle offense. Get your car serviced and a complimentary tire check and be gone in 10 minutes or less. At Larry Puppy Chevrolet, we treat people the way we would want to be treated. We keep it simple. Great people, great cars, great prices, and great service. Enjoy the game.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger. So they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak burger.
New at Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4. With handcrafted steak burgers, all beef steak franks, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field, Wetumpka High School, home of the Wetumpka Indians. We are about 8.5 minutes away from the kickoff of tonight's game, the 2017 season opener for our Prattville Lions on the road across the interstate at our classic rival, the Wetumpka Indians. And I'm going to tell you, Chip, this is a game that if you were around for this game last year, it was a nail-biting barn burner, 55-53. It was a matter of who's going to have the ball last. And I think if there's one thing that needs to get right tonight is Coach Wilson wants to see that 55 go down to about 15.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that. You know, I didn't get to go to that game. I couldn't make it, and y'all were informing me, and I kept telling me, y'all were lying, telling me stories about this game. You know,
you didn't believe nothing we told you.
I couldn't believe it because it changed every 30 seconds. You know, but anyway. But speaking of that defense, some of the key players that Coach Wilson pointed out to me. P.J. Lucas, Chris Bozeman, Jaron Fields, of course, those guys are all right there at the on the defensive front. And, of course, P.J. Lucas, just a junior, has already been offered by Kentucky and Mississippi State, so a big-time player there. That linebacker, Eddie Brown, a key player there for us. And at defensive back, Quan Jones and Takarius Turbo Buford.
Right, Turbo.
And also he's expecting some good things. And it really had a really good fall was Josh Jones. So those guys are key on defense tonight for the Lions.
There's some new faces. A couple new faces mixed in there tonight. They're gonna serve us well. I know they will. Hey, folks, our stadium producer tonight is Stacy Mills. And tonight's studio engineering crew includes Randy Williams, Olivia Carswell, and KK Harris, enjoying hot Papa John's pizza back at the studio in Old Selma. Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's. And now,
somebody's horse got loose.
Somebody's riding a horse out there.
Somebody's riding a horse across the field, stabbing the field. Just stab the field with a big old spear.
Yeah, I think it's just aerating.
I wonder how much longer they're going to be able to do that. Anyway, back here at Hohenberg Stadium, the Wetumpka Indians are preparing to take the field. They got this big inflatable Indian helmet. And I will say, as far as helmets go, this is a pretty cool helmet the Wetumpka Indians have.
Yeah, it is pretty neat.
It looks like an Indian headdress. Very neat. Much better than the old-fashioned W they used to have, I think.
Yeah.
But nothing compares to the old Power P.
How about their game? How about the helmets the actual helmets the players are wearing this year, with the feathers on it, the Indian feathers? Have y'all noticed that? It's pretty neat.
It's pretty incredible.
I think that's what you're talking about.
No, I thought he was talking about this big helmet.
Oh, that big helmet.
Yeah.
They have a big inflatable helmet that the players run out of. Yeah, I see what you're talking about now.
You know, guys, sometimes it's like I'm talking to myself.
Well, hey, I had the opportunity to talk to James Strickland, one of the offensive assistants, and like we talked about key players on defense, obviously key players on offense for the Lions is Trey Edwards, obviously, at quarterback. And along the offensive front, I think they're going to be led by C.J. Harris, who's a senior.
Big guy.
And at receivers, Trey Petway, he's finally well, so look for big things out of him.
Most definitely. Been waiting on that. We're going to take a 1-minute break. What? Mills or no? We're going to keep rolling. We're going to keep it right here. We were going to, but we ran through that, so we're going to keep it going.
And kind of the surprise of the fall on offense, like we talked about the surprise of the fall on defense, Josh Jones, is Marquise Washington, another senior receiver that they expect to have a big year.
And if we're talking about, we're looking at keys to victory tonight, I think for our defense, it all starts and stops with two guys, J.D. Martin and Cavassier Smoke.
Yeah. If you stop Smoke and then they're going to go out to their perimeter game, you've got to be able to stop that as well. Because if you can't stop that perimeter out there, it's just going to open up that, those alleyways for Smoke to run through there. And of course, the quarterback had a big game against us last year, too. He's explosive. Now, when you talk about Wetumpka, a lot of prognosticators in the area think this may be the best team in the Tri-County area, Wetumpka, 7A, 6A, whatever. A lot of people think this may be the best team out there. So Wetumpka has really got a lot of confidence coming into tonight.
Well, and speaking of confidence, for our offense especially, You remember last year, game after game after game, we'd dig ourselves a hole with a turnover, pick six early in the game, and it would lead to a tumble down effect later on. If we're going to have any success here tonight, we've got to eliminate those early mistakes and just weather the storm in the first 5 minutes, play Prattville football. Then we'll have a chance to win.
Well, where I think we may be better than Wetumpka is along the offensive and defensive front. And if we can get D'Angelo Jones established and get him some running room, he's going to remind you of Kingston Davis. When Kingston Davis was a junior, they're about the same size. They're the same number 20. They're going to look a lot alike. Hopefully he'll have the same success as Kingston Davis did.
Yeah. Our captains for tonight, number 15, Ryan McDaniel. Number 55, Jaron Fields. Number 8, Eddie Brown. And number 76, C.J. Harris. Senior leaders for your lines tonight as they take the field, walking up the 50-yard line straight.
All right. It all starts right here.
Let's take it down to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Donnie Burnett, at midfield with the coin toss. Players are shaking hands right now.
All right, guys. Congratulations on being selected as the captains. Wetumpka's the home team in black. Prattville's the visiting team in white. All right? We got Mr. Milford as the umpire. We got the head. Guys, y'all responsibility. Go back and tell your teammates. We have any kind of problem, any kind of issue, we're going to tell you guys, okay? Your responsibility to go back and tell your teammates, all right? All right? Head. We got tails. We're going to let you call it. We're going to flip it. We're going to drop it. We're going to do it again, all right?
Heads.
What'd he say? Heads it is.
All right, we won the first one.
There we go.
We have won the toss, and we will defer.
There we go. So the defense will take the field first. We'll see Ty Pirine get the first touch of the season for the Lions. Our kicker, Ty Pirine.
And, man, I have heard great things about him so far. His leg has really improved. Somebody said he is near Brian Egan status.
Wow.
So we'll see.
Hey, 52 in warm-ups.
Wow.
2 in a row. They were good.
Well, it's all set. The tables are set. The referees are at midfield, and the teams are about to enter the stadium. I can see Wetumpka all huddled up in their football helmet. I'm not sure that face mask will hold them much longer.
It's about to break down, but I think we're going to win the banner contest.
Anytime it's recyclable, we get an automatic win.
Yeah.
And here come the Indians onto the field. All black uniforms, gold numbers, gold trim, with that sweet white feather headdress helmet. We're going to pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Prattville Lions Radio Network. Here at Hohenberg Field, the Lions are preparing to take the field, hoisting up that big banner. And we'll go down to our Steak and Shake reporter, Donnie Burnett, for the banner.
I think it's bigger and bigger than it's ever been.
Your team, your field.
Hey, and we're not going to get to read the rest of it.
I think it said your field.
Your team, your field, our game.
Our game.
There you go.
As the Lions take the field in their dress road whites. Cardinal piping. Cardinal numerals, Cardinal helmet with a white Power P and that traditional black face mask. It's time for Prattville Lions football.
Is there any better time of the year than right now, son?
No,
this is it.
No, there's not. This is it. This is the time you wait for.
Oh, yes.
Ever since January. We want to remind you folks that at the end of tonight's game, we will be selecting a Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. At next, Freddy's Pepper, the great folks of Buffalo Rock will be on hand to make a nice plaque presentation along with a Sport Clips MVP gift certificate. So be on the lookout for a Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game as we set to kick off.
88 degrees.
Balmy.
With a 4-mile-an-hour wind, 60% humidity. It is football time.
60% humidity, 85% humidity in the booth.
Yeah. I got a nice breeze out here.
Prattville will be kicking from our left To our right, for all you folks listening on the radio, watching online on our Prattville Live YouTube channel, Cavassier Smoke is the deep man for the Indians. Resting at his 5-yard line, bouncing around as Ty Pirine sets ball to the surface at the 40-yard line. And we are all but seconds away from the kickoff of the 2017 season. As this Hohenberg Stadium continues to fill, it's going to be a capacity crowd tonight as refs blow the whistle. And this game is on. Ty does a final count, a final check of his men. Approaches the ball, puts toe to leather, and we're underway. An end-over-end kick sails into the back of the end zone. Touchback for Ty Pirine, and the defense for Prattville will enter the field now as the Wetumpka offense makes their first stand of the game at their own 20-yard line to start.
Boy, do you know how awesome that's going to be all year if he can do that? Because you're always kicking off to the most explosive player, and as we've seen in the past, Robert E. Lee with Henry Ruggs and what he can do in a game, that is a huge thing to be able to kick it in the end zone.
You hold your breath every time.
Yes.
All right, 1st and 10 for the Indians. Martin from the shotgun, Smoke and LaPrade in the backfield with him, and we've got penalties on the field before the game even gets going.
Just to go over a little bit of your start, it looks like we got a 4-man front. P.J. Lucas, Chris Bozeman, also Rodney Thompson.
That one was against us, guys.
Is that illegal participation?
We had a 4-man front, 4 linebackers, 4 defensive backs, and a safety.
That's too many, right?
Too many, I think.
Yeah.
You'll play good defense if you can get away with it.
Somebody told their mama they were starting no matter what.
1st and 5 for the Indians from their own 25-yard line. Martin from the shotgun. He's going to keep his own. The ball's on the ground.
On the ground.
Lions recover it.
There.
Lions recover it. Josh Jones. It was Bozeman that made a blistering hit on Martin. Coughed it up. And on the first play from scrimmage, the Lions defense roar and take the ball. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the Indians' 24-yard line.
Boy,
what a play.
We knew that was our strength this year. Right off the bat with our D-line, the first play of the game, they make it.
Oh, and he was belted.
It looked like Bozeman and Josh Jones hit him at the same time.
He was absolutely hammered.
What a play.
And here we get our first look at Trey Edwards. In excellent field position at the Indians' 24-yard line with 11:55 to play. The opening quarter just underway. One play for the Indians, and now the Lions with the ball in striking distance already. D'Angelo Jones flanked to the right of Edwards. Shotgun snap. And the give is to Edwards. Keeps it on the read option and goes nowhere. He loses about 3 yards back to the 27-yard line.
Boy, one of the defenders had great penetration and just came up there, and Trey just rode it too long in the belly of D'Angelo Jones, and the guy was able to really make the play on both of them. Trey did keep it. Loss of yardage there.
We've got a stoppage in play here. Officials call a timeout. Steak and Shake reporter Donnie Burnett, what's going on down there?
Trey Edwards has got to come out of the game for
he sent Trey out.
Equipment or something.
Something is not right.
Equipment malfunction.
Oh, no, he's got a visor. Well, he's got some. I don't know what the problem is.
I don't know either.
Oh, he's got a.
Looks like he's going in next play.
Nonetheless, Kramer's in the game now. Kyle Kramer, 2nd and 14 from the Indians' 28, and Kyle looks a pass, rolling to his right, rolling and now firing it complete to Ryan McDaniel at the 16-yard line and out of bounds along the Prattville boundary. What a bullet by Kyle Kramer right into the hands of Ryan McDaniel.
Nice throw. Nice catch.
11-yard pass play to the 16 of Wetumpka sets up a 3rd down and about 1 yard to go.
Boy, what a cool customer Kramer was on that. Come in out of the code, throw a strike.
And now Edwards back in at shotgun. Checks the sideline. Play clock not moving.
4-man front for Wetumpka.
Two in the other side for the Lions is Washington on the far side and Daniels on the near side. And now we left too soon, I believe.
Wow.
Can't hear.
Can't get the snap right. That's going to cost us 5. It'll be, instead of 3rd and 1, it's going to be 3rd and 6.
Yeah, it's hard to hear down here.
Trey Petway on the far edge over there.
But there was a lot of confusion. It looked like he was trying to get D'Angelo Jones to go out in motion, and D'Angelo didn't get the right call or something. He left late, and then some of the receivers shifted late and just threw off the timing of everything.
Marquise Washington, Malik Smith flanked to the near side here. D'Angelo Jones in the backfield with Trey Edwards, and he wants to pass. Firing deep. He's got a man wide open. It is
touchdown.
Malik Smith. Touchdown, Prattville. 11:06 to play in the opening quarter, and Prattville strikes first on a wide open Malik Smith.
I believe what it was a wheel route, and there was a little breakdown in the secondary. The wheel route came in, and nobody took him. The corner took the outside receiver on a post, and he was wide open.
And that is the start that this team needed.
Wow.
That is the start we needed. Now the point after attempt coming up. Ryan McDaniel holds. Ty P. Ryan does the kicking. Ellender with the snap. And the kick is up. And it is good with 11:06 to play in the opening quarter. Prattville 7, Wetumpka 0. We're going to take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
When choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Arrow Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
Hold. Welcome back to Hohenberg Field, Wetumpka, Alabama, where the Lions have struck first on a 16-yard pass play from Edwards to Malik Smith. They lead 7-0, and now Ty P. Ryan kicks it off once again with 11:06 to play here in the opening quarter. Cavassier Smoke goes back deep for the Indians. Ty kicks this one away, end over end, and this is going to be just short of the end zone, but he falls back into the end zone, so there will be a touchback. Let's go down to our Steak and Shake reporter, Donnie Burnett.
Yeah.
24 meals under $4 at Steak and Shake.
Hey, that's off to a great start.
I'll say.
Holy smokes. And look, when you're that open in the end zone, all you can think is, please don't drop this.
Yes.
How good. Never mind. All right. Hey, I want to see what they do again.
That was our most valuable play of the scoring drive, the touchdown catch by Malik Smith, the Sport Clips MVP play of the drive. Now first down for Wetumpka from the 20, and here's a give on the end around to Laprade. He's hitting the backfield, still bouncing off tackles across the 20 to the 23-yard line. Finished off by number 52 for Prattville. That's Rodney Thompson, defensive end.
I tell you what, our defensive line, we ain't seen them, but really 2 plays, they are blowing that offensive line off the line. And that's good to see.
That's Bozeman, Fields, and Lucas out there right now, and Thompson on the 4-man front. Here's 2nd and 7 from the 23 for Wetumpka. And Martin going to roll to that left side. Looking. Now he's going to run with it. Got a little bit of room. And he's taken down across the 30. The ball comes loose again.
They said it's down.
Down by contact at the 33-yard line. That'll move the chains for Wetumpka. First down. We saw the speed of J.D. Martin right there. 7-zip. Good guys on top here in Wetumpka. 10:20 to play in the opening quarter. 1st and 10, Wetumpka at their own 33-yard line.
Guys, I got to give a quick shout-out because he is killing my phone right now. But Cindy Abadaka just said Victor is in her office, and he is screaming at the computer screen.
There you go, Vic.
Here's Martin again on a play action out into the flats. The pass is complete at the line of scrimmage, trying to get to the outside, and he will across the 40 to the 43-yard line along the Prattville boundary is number 2, Kedrick Adams. Finally run out of bounds by number 12, Quan Jones, the safety.
Well, we had a corner kind of bit inside and let that outside get outside contain, and you can't do that. That's what made the big play there. You've got to keep that play inside there, and that's just a young corner. You got to learn how to keep them inside.
Cannot give up that outside shoulder.
We'll talk about the space on this boundary here in a minute, Donnie. Not a whole lot of breathing room between the sideline and the fence tonight. Here's Martin again on 1st and 10. He gives it up to Smoke, and Smoke is weaved through the middle. He's got some room across the 45 down to the 42 of Prattville. Cavassier Smoke carries for 13 yards and another Wetumpka first down.
Well, you can see the talent of him. You know, he's a thick running back, but he's got quick feet. He's a talent, no doubt.
No doubt. Jason McKeithen checking out on the defensive front. Bozeman checking back in. 1st and 10, Indians at the Wetumpka, at the Prattville 42-yard line. 7-zip, Lions on top, 9:45 to play, opening quarter. But the Indians are on the move, and here's Martin with a kick around the end. He's got room. He's across the 35 down to the 32-yard line.
They literally tackled P.J. Lucas. I mean,
it's going to be enough to move the chains for a first down. They'll mark him at the 31-yard line. That was a big-time seal block. Big-time seal block. 1st and 10 for the Indians, now at the Prattville 31-yard line, as J.D. Martin runs around the end for 13 yards and a first down. Indians on the march now, on the warpath, so to speak. Here's Martin looking to pass. Now firing across the middle to a wide-open receiver who was overthrown. Kedrick Adams was wide open at the 10-yard line. He was luckily overthrown.
Yeah, blown coverage right there. He ran down the middle of the field late, and our safeties went to the corners, and he was wide open. We were very fortunate there.
2nd down and 10 for the Indians. Ball at the Prattville 31-yard line. 7-zip, Lions on top, courtesy of a Trey Edwards to Malik Smith touchdown. Pitch and catch from 16 yards out. Now here's Martin from the shotgun. 5 receivers in the set, empty backfield. Now sends man in motion and gives it to him on the end-around sweep. It's Laprati, and Laprati upended at the 25-yard line by number 3, Takarius Buford. Turbo Buford making his first start at quarterback, a converted wide receiver. Made a great open field tackle right there.
Great speed right there. He'll be your shutdown corner once he learns what he's doing there, but he is the first-time starter.
3rd down and 3 for the Indians at the Prattville 24-yard line. 8:47 to play, opening quarter here at Hohenberg Field. 7-zip, Lions currently on top. Here's Martin with Smoke to his right. And he's going to give it to Smoke, and Smoke is hitting the backfield. And he's going to be short of the first down.
Chris Bozeman.
Back at the 22-yard line. Bozeman takes him down after a 2-yard gain. It'll be 4th down and 1.
He just snatched him down like a little kid.
and Smoke is not a little kid.
And Smoke is not a little kid.
Smoke goes 6 foot, 215 pounds, but Big Bozeman goes 5'11", 295.
There you go.
And he is a fire hydrant out there.
Well, is there any doubt that Smoke's going to get the ball on this one?
Smoke lines up
at quarterback with 2 lead blockers.
From the Wildcat, 4th and 2. Smoke follows the right side, hitting the backfield, and he is being strung out even further, shakes off 3 or 4 tackles and gets around the 25 to the 20-yard line, picks up his first down. But that's just pure athleticism by
that's a stud right there.
Smoke. He's dead to rights, but somehow wiggled loose for a first down.
What a stud run right there. You just got to give it to him right there. That was a monster run. He broke 3 tackles and picked up the first down.
Yeah, he didn't shake those tackles off. You're right. He broke those.
Yeah, he sure did.
First and 10. Man. 1st and 10 now for the Indians. Just at the red zone at the Prattville 20-yard line. 7:38 to play here in the opening quarter in Wetumpka, Alabama. Hohenberg Field. Lions lead at 7-zip. But the Indians are threatening. Here's Martin from the shotgun. Going to pass out into the flat again to Kedrick Adams. Adams trying to make a man miss. Makes one man miss, goes over another to the 15 down to the 14-yard line. Picks up 6 yards after Quan Jones makes the stop. There's a flag on the field, and it is a hold against the Indians.
There you go.
They could have called it 3 or 4 times, but that was a perfect time to call it.
Yes.
You know, if you do that enough, you're going to get flagged for it. Am I right?
That's right.
Going to replay the old first down. And it's going to be first down a long way for the Indians now. 7:18 to play here, opening quarter, and it's going to be backed up all the way to the Prattville 35-yard line because it was holding in the backfield. 1st and 25. 1st and 25 now for the Indians at the Prattville 35-yard line.
I would have had to hold him if I was trying to block him.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Donnie, does that front 4 for Prattville out there right now just look about as impressive as you can get, or am I just imagining? They look tough.
Well, let's call this play, and then I'll tell you.
Okay.
Here's Martin from the shotgun again. 4 receivers in the set. He rolls to his right, rolls to the short side, looking, and now firing downfield, and it is caught at the 20-yard line by number 5, big DeAndre Ezel, 6'4", 215-pound receiver just went up and got it, pulled it down.
You're talking about 4 guys out there that are all basketball players. They're huge and they can move.
Yeah.
I mean, I just watched Chris Bozeman do a little twist move. It's like Dancing with the Stars.
They look good out there.
They really do. They really do.
2nd and 10 now for the Indians. Right back at the Prattville 20-yard line after that catch. And now here's Martin dropping back the pass, throwing it across the middle. Again, open this time at the 5, and going into the end zone is number 9, Kelton. Who's that?
Got a flag.
We'll see if the play stands. The Indians are coming back. This one might be coming back. Play action pass by Martin across the middle to a wide open receiver. And that middle's been open a few times tonight. Something Coach Wilson and the crew's going to have to shore up in short order because they're starting to execute it. They're starting to figure out that there's a hole there.
They're going to wave it? No, they just, yeah.
They're walking it off. Donnie, I believe it's a hold. Is that right?
I
didn't see what the signal was.
Or ineligible receiver downfield. I'm not sure. I can't get.
Ineligible is the call.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought, but I'm not sure.
That's going to bring it 2nd down and about 16 now back at the 26-yard line of Prattville for the Indians. In a drive that is stalled by penalties, the defense lives to play another day. 7-zip is your score. Lions on top. 6:38 to play here in the opening quarter. And we're at a dead stop as the refs reset the ball. And now Smoke and Martin come back out onto the field along with the big DeAndre Ezel and Robert Laprati. They're going to flank over on the far side here at receiver. Laprati all the way out on the end. Ezel in the slot. Smoke 2 yards behind Martin in the shotgun. And the snap, and Martin wants to pass. Looking downfield again, firing across the middle over the head of Kedrick Adams, and that time he was better covered by the safeties who stayed home on that play, Chip.
Yeah, they were a little bit better covered. He still had a chance to catch it. That Wetumpka's found a little weak spot in our defense is right there in the middle of that zone, and boy, the coaches are really jumping on people about covering that particular area.
Now we've got a 3rd and 17, 3rd and 16 actually from the 26 of Prattville for the Indians. And they're lining up DeAndre Ezel here on the far end all by himself. Martin drops back to pass, and he steps out of pressure. He's going to try to make a run for it. He's got a little bit of room to run. Flag on the play. Martin shakes off some tackles to the 5, to the 4, to the 3-yard line, but there's a flag back at the line of scrimmage.
You got another hold back here.
Yeah.
What's happening is they're getting that they're getting a twin formation or a doubles formation, and our safeties are moving over to play, and that slot guy, inside guy, is the one that's cutting that middle off. So I don't know. We're going to get that fixed. We got a linebacker moved out there now, so.
Holding is the call that erases the 1st and goal run by Martin. It's going to be now 3rd and 27 back at the Lions' 36-yard line.
I'm just going to say that P.J. Lucas may have claw marks on his arm tonight from getting held so much.
Yeah. It's actually 3rd and 29 back at the 39-yard line, the 34-yard line, excuse me, 3rd and 24. They'll get this right in a minute. 3rd and 24. Ball is placed at the Prattville 34-yard line. 6:07 to play here in the opening quarter. Time stands still with all these penalties. And as it does, we lead 7-zip.
It's time for this secondary to stand up. Time for them to make a play here. Let's see if we can do it right here.
Here's Martin. 4 receiver set. We got a timeout on the field. Wait, another penalty.
Delay of game.
A delay of game.
Yeah.
So now the 3rd and 24 just became much more significant. It's now 3rd and 29 back at the 39-yard line. And now we're going to have what I believe will be a heat timeout. 5:49 to play in the opening quarter. 7-0 Prattville on top. The Wetumpka offense has proven to be talented but dysfunctional at the moment. And we'll see what happens next. But it is a heat timeout on the field. And that gives us a chance to break away and pay tribute to some of our sponsors. We're going to take a 1-minute break. 7-zip is your score. Lions football continues after these words.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field. Coming out of the heat timeout with 5:49 to play, opening quarter. 7-0 Lions on top of the Indians. 3rd and 29 for the Indians from the Lions' 39-yard line. And here is empty house backfield for Martin, looking downfield to fire, firing it toward the end zone. 3 lines back there, and it is incomplete. Falls harmlessly into the end zone, and it's 4th and 29. And the Lions have dodged. Apparently dodged a bullet.
Yeah, they cannot block P.J. Lucas. That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
They can't block them. But, hey, I do want to give a shout-out to Ryan and Michelle Funkhauser in Colorado, man.
The old
Colorado
Funkhausers,
Springs,
yeah.
Tuning in, listening to us right now. Of course, I'm Ryan's hero, and,
of course.
You know.
Well, a lot of people can say that.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, about you. I heard that about you. Here's 4th and 29, and the Indians are lining up to go for it. I might expect a quick kick here, and they do quick kick it. And it is fair caught at the 13-yard line. The Lions regain possession of the ball. 1st and 10 for the Lions. This time the field position isn't so good, but they do have the ball. They're on 13-yard line. Let's take it down to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett.
Guys, the defense has really improved.
Yes.
You can't block P.J. Lucas by yourself.
Nope.
Okay?
Which is why they had shook up.
Which is why they had to move the back over there to block, which is why they're running away from him. So, anyway, this could be exciting. Let's see what happens.
1st and 10 Lions from their own 14-yard line. Edwards from the shotgun. Rolls to his left, looking, now steps out of pressure, throws across the sideline, and he's belted at the 21-yard line, but holding on to the football, I believe, is number 4, Malik Smith.
Hey, man, what a great play by Malik Smith. He got hit hard, held onto the ball. Great catch. Good job right there. And, of course, the Indians are celebrating, but we are too because it's 2nd and 2.
8-yard pickup on the pass. 2nd and 2 at the 22 now. Lions getting a little more breathing room. Playbook opening a little bit more. They're going to put 2 receivers to either side of the field. Marquise Washington here on the near side. And this time we're going to give to Jones going right up the middle. And there's just a mass of humanity there, and he goes nowhere. He may lose a yard back to the 21. Just about 8 men in the box there, nowhere to go.
Well, I like the way these receivers look, too, especially the young guy that we didn't really talk about before the game, Malik Smith. He's just a junior. He's made the touchdown earlier and made a great catch right there, and he's one of the unexperienced guys. Once he gets these experienced guys going, we ought to be good. Ryan McDaniel caught a pass earlier, a senior.
Here's 3rd and 3.
There you go. It's a first down right there.
The Indians
smoke.
Come across.
Smoke jumped off sides.
Well, and this is something that could cause problems for them later in the game with smoke playing both ways like this, especially in this heat. We'll see what kind of conditioning has occurred over the summer as the game rolls on. 4:12 to play here in the first quarter.
Was that our first cross sides penalty?
Yes, that was cross sides.
You can't get cross sides. That's a standard rule. It's like the 3rd rule.
Coach Bedwell called that one.
1st and 10 Lions at their own 26-yard line. Just under 4 minutes to play here, opening quarter. 7-zip Lions on top. 3 receivers to the far side of the field here. It's Washington, McDaniels, and Smith. And Edwards is going to keep it, running to that far side, and he's wrapped up and dropped at the 26-yard line. Tried to sneak around that stack side, that trip side, and he could not get there. 2nd and 11 now coming up Ball spotted back at the 25-yard line of Prattville. See some speed from this Wetumpka Indians defense as well. Smoke sets in on the left defensive end position here. Edwards drops back to pass, looking downfield, and now firing deep. He's looking for number 7. And he trips and falls at the 40-yard line of Wetumpka.
No, we got some
penalty.
We got a pass interference.
Penalty back at the 45-yard line. I believe Marquise Washington, who had a step on his man, and I believe his man may have intentionally tangled with him to stop the touchdown. Saw the breakaway ability of Marquise Washington there. He has got some speed.
Yeah, and he's the guy that we talked about was kind of the surprise of the fall camp, and so, man, he did break away from him good. That was
15 yards is better than 7 points.
Is it going to be holding on him or pass interference?
That's pass interference.
Okay.
Yeah.
I didn't know if he held before he threw the ball or not.
Pass interference is the call. I want to say what's up to my good friend Steve Robinson, who is on the officiating crew tonight. That's why this game is being called so fairly. A man like Steve Robinson down there. First and 10. First and 10 for the Lions. Ball now placed at the Lions' 41-yard line, just outside the 41-yard line. 7-zip, Lions on top, 3:18 to play here in the opening quarter. Trey Edwards loads up the shotgun, 3 receivers to the far side. And another flag.
Got movement on the left tackle.
Lions are going to back it up a little bit here. They're now isolating Marquise Washington here on the near side. He's lined up on Samuel Jones III. The Wetumpka 6'2" defensive back on the 6-foot Marquise Washington. Don't forget on the far side over there you have 6'4", 210-pound Trey Petway on the far edge. And we'll see what happens here. 1st and 15.
And we hadn't seen Petway thrown to yet, so he's going to be a key guy we're going to sooner or later.
1st and 15 for the Lions here at their own 37-yard line. And here's a give to D'Angelo Jones to the near side. He's wrapped up in the backfield and fights his way back to maybe a couple of 3 yards to the 40-yard line. Almost back to the original line of scrimmage, right at the original line of scrimmage. It's going to set up 2nd down and 10. 2nd and 11, a 4-yard pickup for Jones.
Chip, why do running backs like to cut it back?
I'd love to speak from experience, but I can't.
I know why they cut
what you're talking about.
I know why they cut it back when you were playing, because you would have dropped the hammer on
Oh,
him.
yeah, man. 145 pounds.
It was fear that caused it then.
Yes.
If he stays outside, we're kicking extra point right now.
Yeah, you're right.
Edwards from the shotgun drops the pass. Looking downfield, now coming short side. In and out of the hands of Washington at the 40-yard line, and if he catches that, he may still be running.
Yeah, what a great play call right there, and it was set up perfectly.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. I think Marquise may have seen the end zone before. That got a little big.
Yeah, C.J. Harris had pulled from his tackle spot out here and just mashed the corner, and it was going to go a long way. Let's just say that. See how fast their free safety would have been. That's what would have seen.
2:31 to play opening quarter. 7-zip Lions on top. 3rd and 11 for the Lions at their own 41-yard line. And now here's Edwards again from the shotgun. Trips to the far side. Washington alone to the near side, and he's looking to pass under some pressure. Now throws, and he's got it complete to Washington. And at the chains, it's going to be a 1st down. The spotter marks him at the 49-yard line of Wetumpka. It is going to be just enough for a Lions 1st down. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID here on the Lions Radio Network.
Yeah, Marquise had actually caught the ball and had a clear 1st down and kind of tried to elude the corner and went backwards and barely got the 1st down.
Lost about 3 yards.
Yeah, he did.
Caught it.
Yeah.
I tell you, Marquise Washington is emerging as a legitimate threat out there on the edge. 1st and 10 now in Wetumpka territory for the Lions at their 48-yard line. 1:40 to play opening quarter. And now pass again out into the flat, incomplete to Malik Smith. A little high for Malik at the Wetumpka Indians 45-yard line along the Prattville boundary.
I tell you, you got to be impressed by the play calling.
Yeah.
These plays are there. We're just not executing them like we need to. Just a little high pass there, or else we got a big gain there as well.
2nd down and 10 for the Lions at the Indians' 48-yard line. 1:38 to play here in the opening quarter. And with every down, it seems like this offense is gaining more and more confidence. from the shotgun. It's Edwards. Edwards will be flanked to the left by Jones, and now here comes Malik Smith in motion. He'll set up trips to the far side, and here's a give to Jones on the near side. Jones has got a little room, breaks the seam. He's across the 40 to the 35-yard line and trucks a quarterback and a linebacker on the way. Hello, D'Angelo Jones. 15 yards and a Lions first down at the Indians' 35-yard line. 13 yards.
Boy, great job right there by that right side offensive line. It was C.J. Harris and also Connor Suggs that led the way right there. And then Malik Smith got a good block.
When you make comparisons to Kingston Davis, there was one right there. Trey Edwards again from the shotgun. Give to Jones again, up the middle. Jones finding his way here across the 35 to the 33-yard line. He's going to pick up 2 really tough yards to set up a second down and 8 as we go to a minute 10 here in the opening quarter. Prattville on top 7-zip and looking for more here as they continue to penetrate Wetumpka territory.
Like Caleb Ellender's helmet came off, so he'll have to sit out a play. And it looks like 54 Brett Cook comes in for him, a junior.
Edwards from the shotgun. 2nd and 8. Ball is at the Wetumpka 34-yard line. 46 ticks left here in the opening quarter. And now D'Angelo will move to the left side of Edwards. 4-man set here. Edwards rolls to pass. Look to his left. Look to the far side. He's got trips over there. He's looking for McDaniels in the corner. McDaniels goes up, and he makes the catch.
Touchdown!
Dives for the end zone. They're going to mark him just short. Touchdown, Prattville. Ryan McDaniel goes up and gets it over his cornerback and dives in the end zone. Beautiful catch from Ryan McDaniel, and that's what you want from your senior leader. Ryan McDaniel steps up and makes it 13-0.
He went up over the corner, brought it down, and then dove for the end zone. And when the ball came loose, when he hit across the goal line, of course the Wetumpka people are upset, but that's why the ball came loose, because he went across the goal line and hit it on the ground, and it came loose after that. So
you make comparisons to Kingston Davis. That looked like a whole lot like Seth Knotts right there.
Yes, sir, it sure did. What a play by Ryan McDaniel there. Senior, another senior stepping up.
He's one of the captains for tonight, and he's there for a reason. Now he'll bend down for the hold on the snap. Ty P. Ryan will do the kicking duties here. The hold is down, the kick is up, and it's into the night of Wetumpka. Good. With 26 seconds left to play in the opening quarter, the Lions now lead 14-0 on the road at Hohenberg Field. We're going to take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
You never know who will be tonight's most valuable player, but you could be tomorrow's most valuable picker. That's because you can discover your next bargain at Prattville Pickers. It's the region's largest collection of everything unique. It's a price and a collector's dream come true. Don't scrimmage through rummage. Go to Prattville Pickers for the best selection of everything unique. Cheer loud tonight for the game's most valuable player. And you can be the most valuable picker this weekend at Prattville Pickers on Highway 82 across from the Prattville Country Club.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field. Just off a touchdown catch from Ryan McDaniel from 34 yards out. That's your Sport Clips most valuable play of that scoring drive. At Sport Clips, the MVP treatment includes a precision haircut, a massaging tea tree shampoo, and the legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. And Ryan McDaniel is close to earning himself one of those MVP treatments himself as he goes 34 yards up over the cornerback, skies for the ball, dives in the end zone, and now Prattville leads 14-0. With 26 seconds to go in the first quarter, and Ty P. Ryan kicks it away again. And this is high, end over end. And it is going to fall at the goal line and go into the end zone. Another touchback. Let's go to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett.
Hey, guys, as I was coming down here to watch the extra point, I heard on the sidelines one of the Prattville players said, ooh, he mossed him.
That's the new word.
He mossed him.
I got you. We need to remember that.
Because, wow, what a catch.
Beautiful catch.
I saw him make a couple of those when he was at the junior high, but never anything like that.
14-zip, Lions on top. Defense takes the field at the 20-yard line. J.D. Martin, Smoke and company, line the backfield, and here's a give to Laprati trying to get to the outside. Makes one-man miss, and he hustles to the edge, across the 25 to the 30-yard line before he is hit hard out of bounds.
Hey, that was a great move by the Wetumpka running back.
Yes, it was. Number 30, Joshua Andrews makes the stop for the Lions, but not before Robert Laprade the third can pick up a first down out to the 31-yard line. It'll be a 1st and 10. It'll be a 1st and 10 Indians at the 30-yard, at their own 30-yard line. Under 10 seconds to play. This is probably the last play of the quarter. The Lions lead 14-zip, and here is the give to Smoke, and Smoke has got room across the 35 to the 40. New quarterback in the game is DeAndre Ezel, and that's the end of the first quarter. We're going to take a 1-minute break. Your score at the end of one quarter play: Prattville 14, Wetumpka 0. Lions football continues after these words.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger, so they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak burger.
New at Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4 with handcrafted steak burgers, all beef steak franks, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak and Shake.
At Sport Clips, we're always looking to enhance the sports experience. So we thought, what if we brought the game to you?
Are you ready for your hot towel?
Yeah, hit me with it. Yeah, me, over here.
I think we'll just leave it like it is.
The Sport Clips MVP experience. Great haircut, relaxing shampoo, and legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips, it's good to be a guy.
Honest service at a fair price, and they will keep calling you to set up that quarterly appointment.
Yes.
You know, you might forget to settle it. Don't worry about it. They're going to call and set it up for you.
Yeah, that's right.
And give you 15-minute windows when they're going to be there, as opposed to the 2-hour windows like a cable company.
Yeah, really. And how about that 2017 Texas Edition Silverado 4-wheel drive LT that we rode over here in?
Son, that's nicer than my house.
It is very nice, yeah.
The air conditioner is much nicer.
It's got corduroy seat covers.
Yes, sir, buddy.
Back in play here, 1st and 10 Wetumpka from their own 46-yard line. And Ezel is in some trouble, but shakes out of it. Now fires to the left. That ball is loose. It was a lateral. It was a backwards lateral.
Yeah.
But he threw it, but luckily it went out of bounds for Wetumpka.
And that's where
it's got to be spotted, right?
Coach Anderson is trying to say that it was a lateral, but they're not going to mark it.
It was a backwards pass. It went 2 yards behind the quarterback. It should be second and about 14, but it will be 2nd and 10. Refs can't see this view we have up here, the aerial view. So
we have an outstanding view here.
We do. about 20 yards above the field, I think. And that was right. That was right in our alignment.
Let me just say this too. We hadn't really talked about it. Bruce Kilo, excellent job. Hadn't had any problems up here. Security is tight.
No, I really do
appreciate
appreciate
his job,
that.
and I appreciate it.
2nd and 10 here for the Indians at their own 46-yard line. Here's Ezel again, and to give us to Smoke, and Smoke is on the loose up the middle, across the 30, down to the 20, to the 22-yard line of Prattville, depending on where they mark him down. They're going to mark him down at the 22-yard line. That is a big 35-yard run for Smoke.
A big boy run.
Yes.
Yeah, listen, when he gets out in the secondary, that's pretty tough for those corners and safeties that we have.
Mm-hmm.
If that's one thing we're weak on, we have a lack of size back there. Every one of them's about 140, 150 pounds, and Smoke runs, 215, 220?
215, yeah. 1st and 10 for the Indians at our 22-yard line. And here's a give across to the outside. Breaking tackles is number 18.
Is
that 18?
Quarterback
J.D. Martin.
kept it.
That's Martin.
J.D. Martin back in the game.
Yeah, quarterback kept it, faked it to Smokes, and kept it himself.
And he gets down inside the 15-yard line, down to the 11. It'll be a 1st and 10 for the Indians at the 11. They can get a first down still without getting a touchdown. 11:05 to play, clock on the move. Prattville up 14-zip, but the Indians are on the warpath again. The Lions have been doing a yeoman's effort of keeping them out of the end zone thus far. Let's see if they can continue. From the shotgun goes Wetumpka. It's easy out the quarterback again, looking to throw. He's not going to throw. He's going to try to run it, and he is hit and dropped at the 9-yard line. 2-yard pickup, but he paid for it dearly.
I'll be honest with you. I'm glad we're not seeing Smoke get the ball right here. I mean, every time I see that quarterback go back and start scrambling, I'm happy because I think we got a lot better chance stopping him than Smoke. And, you know, what you talked about earlier is what kind of condition is Smoke in. You know, he's playing both ways. It is a hot night. We'll see how that goes the rest of the game.
2nd down and 6 now. They place the ball at the Prattville 7-yard line. 10:09 to play here in the opening quarter. Wetumpka inside the 10-yard line, and here's a give to Smoke, and Smoke bulls across the 4 down to the 3. Give him the 2-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 1 from the 2 of Prattville with 9:55 to play here before halftime. 14-0 Prattville on top, but the Wetumpka Indians are 2 yards away from their first score of the night. We see number 91, Jason McKeithen, new to the program, checking in on the defensive front. Big kid out there, McKeithen, 6'1", 245, just a junior. Vassier Smoke takes the Wildcat snap, trying to get to the outside, and he is going to skirt around the edge and get into the end zone for the score. Well, he is a next-level athlete out there, and he puts it in the end zone for Wetumpka's first score of the night. 14-6 is your score after the 2-yard run by Cavassier Smoke.
Yeah, they just put him back there. The Wildcat quarterback put everybody to the left, and he just went to the right, and our corner just couldn't stop him. I mean, he was there, just couldn't tackle him. They've got to learn they've got to come up and wrap up.
That was just, I'm going to outrun you, and if you meet me at the 3, I'm going to take you with me.
Yeah. The kick from the Indians is up, and it's good with 9:25 to play before half. The Indians finally strike. It's 14 Prattville, 7 for Wetumpka. We're going to take a 30-second break and come right back. Lions football continues after these words.
It's football season in Alabama, and for over 30 years, we've helped customers get to their favorite games with great deals on new Chevrolets, certified used cars, and our value lot specials. In a hurry to hit the road, use our Express Oil Change, where we run the no-huddle offense. Get your car serviced and a complimentary tire check and be gone in 10 minutes or less. At Larry Puppy Chevrolet, we treat people the way we would want to be treated. We keep it simple. Great people, great cars, great prices, and great service. Enjoy the game.
Field, where the Indians, on a 2-yard run by Cavassier Smoke, have struck and half this Prattville lead to 14-7. And now Green for the Indians will kick off to our lines going left to right. Malik Smith deep to receive at about the 13-14 yard line. They want to say hey to Josh Jackson watching Prattville Live YouTube channel on his TV in Louisiana. Stay dry out there, Josh. Here's the kick, and the bounce picks up at the 22-yard line. It's Smith, who is face masked at the 23-yard line. Must have been his shoulder pads that grabbed, and he's going the wrong way in a hurry. Back to 10, now to the 5-yard line. Wrestled down inside the 5. Ball comes loose, and Wetumpka has recovered it at the 5-yard line. Well, that was a tragedy right there. An absolute tragedy. Malik Smith got wrangled by his headgear.
Yeah.
Turned around. I think he got disoriented for a minute and then kind of just tried to improvise, and it went from bad to worse, and he lost the ball at the 6, and it rolled to the 5 where the Indians pick it up. And now they have a chance to tie this game up with 9:11 to play here before half. 14-7 is the score, and the Indians with a 5-yard field to play with. That is the last thing we needed right there, Chip, but adversity happens.
Whew. Yeah, well, they kind of gave us one, and I think we just gave them one, so that was unfortunate. It's a young kid trying to make a play. You can't get on to him for the effort, but he's got to know. And like you said, he could have been disoriented because he got twisted around by his helmet, which to me seemed like there was something to that, but he was disoriented, didn't know exactly where he was at.
Smoke in the Wildcat, goes in the end zone, touchdown. 5 yards, touchdown. And in less than 10 seconds, Wetumpka has gone from 14-0 to 1 point away from equalizing.
And this is the game that we saw last year, or y'all saw. I didn't see it, but this is the one I was hearing about that y'all kept telling me about, and I couldn't believe it. So it looks like the similar type game, I guess, at least right now.
They can score in a hurry, and they're showing you they can right now, as the point after attempt is forthcoming from number 15, Colton Adams, for Wetumpka. Snap and a hold, and the kick is up. This time plenty long and plenty good.
Pushed.
He pushed it. No good. He pushed it. He pushed it. He pushed it.
He pushed it.
Prattville maintains a 1-point lead, 14-13 over the Indians with 9:07 to play before half. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. Lions football continues after these words.
When choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Arrow Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
This 9th minute of the second quarter, Wetumpka has scored 13 points in about 25 seconds. 14-13 is your score now. Prattville still maintaining the slimmest of margins of 1 point. And now we'll try this kickoff thing again. We'll try one more time here. They're going to kick off to us again.
And we do see a new return guy back there. That is number 29. Trey Thompson.
Trey Thompson, reserve safety. Now waiting for the kick, going from left to right. The Indians kick to the lines. This is going to be towed, and it's going to go out of bounds at the 15-yard line. So the Lions will get a good bump in field position to start this drive. Let's go down to our Steak and Shake Southern reporter, Coach Donnie Burnett. How things changed in a heartbeat, Donnie?
Quickly. I don't know what happened. If he got twisted around, if he's trying to make a play, I just know that it hurt.
Yeah. Did on the initial first hit,
it looked like he twisted it. It's like when you were opening up a drink and it twisted his head around.
Yeah.
Maybe he thought he was running south and he was running north. I don't know. But, hey, it's football.
Yes.
Let's see what happens. Now, how much composure do we have right here? Can we mount a drive, run about 7 minutes off this clock, and go up, go in 21-13 at the half?
That would be ideal, I think.
Let's run 9 minutes off.
How about 9 minutes and 6 seconds?
Yeah.
Leave no doubt. 9:07 to play here in the half. 1st and 10 Lions at their own 35-yard line after the kick out of bounds from Wetumpka. Edwards from the shotgun. Looks to pass, looking, and now he's in trouble, stepping out of pressure. He's going to make a little run with it, gets across the 40 to the 42-yard line. 7-yard pickup for Trey. And we saw that from Donnie in the pregame. Well, Trey doesn't hurt you. When it's not there, he'll take it and run, and he can make things happen.
Good patience right there. As he looked, and there was a receiver out and open in the flats, but he just didn't know if he had much room out there, so he took it and ran. That was a good job by Trey.
And how much time he had to look. That was awesome.
Yes.
2nd and 3 from their own 42 go the Lions. Edwards keeps it from Jones. He's going to get very close to his first down, maybe a yard shy. They're going to mark him at the 44-yard line. Line to make is the 45, so he's going to be 3rd down and 1. Coming up, Lions really need to make this conversion and keep this drive, keep the offense on the field for a little while as we go to 8:38 to play here in the second quarter. Lions leading 14-13 on the road here in Wetumpka. And now 3rd and a short one for the Lions. Trips to the near side here, one to the far side. Edwards from the shotgun with Jones. And he's going to keep it himself up the middle. And Edwards has got some room across the 45, Wetumpka to the 44. Picks up his first down.
They'll run it till they stop it.
12-yard pickup by Trey Edwards.
Don't be surprised if we run this a couple times and look for Petway deep. We know we hadn't really thrown to him yet. And he is a deep threat receiver, and he's been tightly covered all night by probably Wetumpka's best cover corner, Samuel Jones, who's 6'2", so he almost matches Petway's height there.
1st and 10 Lions in Wetumpka territory at the 44-yard line. Under 8 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Edwards with trips to the near side. One to the far side. Over the far side is Washington over there. Petway flanked to the near side here. Here's Jones again with the carry. Jones is going to carry across the 45 to the 41-yard line. Give him 3 yards from the line of scrimmage. Make up 2nd and 7 from the Wetumpka 41-yard line.
Well, so far, Donnie, you called exactly what we wanted to do, is run some clock, get some first downs, and hopefully get a score here.
2nd and 7. Ball at the 41-yard line of Wetumpka. Edwards wants to throw, looking deep, looking down the field to Washington. And this ball is nearly intercepted. Flag on the field.
That's pass interference.
On offense,
that's us,
probably, yeah.
That's us. But
well,
you know what?
It was do that or give up the pick.
Yep.
That was an underthrown ball,
yep.
And it was fixing to be picked, and that's what you teach them to do right there.
Yep.
That's right.
Excellent.
That's right.
Excellent job. Who is that? I can't.
That's Washington over there.
Okay.
Marquise Washington.
Yeah, good job right there.
Well, that one hurts, but not as bad as it could have.
You know what else we hadn't seen either is a screen. And
that's right.
We've been real successful over the years with a screen pass, and this will be an opportune time to run that here.
You don't think he's setting the trap, do you?
He might be.
So they'll mark it off against the Lions, but they do get to retain possession, and that's better than the alternative.
Yes. And Trey needs to go shake Marquise's hand there and say,
thank you for not putting an INT on my stats.
Yes, and sorry for underthrowing that one. Next time I'll throw a little deeper.
Yeah, he kind of threw it off his back foot. I mean,
he did.
He didn't look like he stepped into it. He threw it a long way, but
it's almost like he underestimated Marquise's
speed. Exactly. Right.
Yeah.
He's like, he called it, I'm going to throw it, but I know he can't run 45 yards.
Ball is placed back just outside the Prattville 45-yard line. 2nd down and about 20 to go here. 7:16 to go in the half. Lions leading at 14-13 at the moment. Got trips to the left side here, and Edwards looks to the trip side, pitches it out to Malik Smith, who makes the catch at the 50.
Whoa,
bounces to the outside of the 40-yard line, back to the Wetumpka 41-yard line before he's pushed out of bounds along the Prattville boundary. Gets a lot of those yards back, gets back in between the chains.
He has a little slip screen with the trips to this side, and he made an outstanding move to almost break that thing all the way down the sidelines, but great job right there.
It's going to be 3rd down and about 8 yards to go, maybe 7.
Guys, we got away with a hold that time.
Ball is at the 43-yard line. And now here comes a check with me on the sideline. Trey looks to the sideline for a fresh call here. He's got what he likes. Twins to either side of the field. D.D. Jones to the right. Edwards takes a snap, rolls to that right, looks back left. Now fires deep, looking downfield for Malik Smith. And Malik Smith gets it knocked away at the 5-yard line at the last second, batted away. But I believe roughing the passer is going to be the call against the Indians. Indeed it is, and that will give Prattville an automatic first down, I believe.
I believe that was on Smoke.
You usually don't see an offensive guy do something like that.
Yeah.
Because you don't want that done to you. We're getting some feedback on our Prattville Live YouTube channel. It says it feels like we're at the stadium watching this game. The great camera work by these guys here in the booth. These high school guys out here, this high school team of videographers out here doing their job. It's a great thing when it all comes together.
It all boils down to what guy?
The Millser.
The Millser. The Millser is the guy that sets this thing up, man. And what a professional organization this is besides me.
Exactly. I was going to say. But
I'm sorry I bring y'all down a couple spots, but
sometimes we need to come off the high horse a little bit, We appreciate it.
That's right.
1st and 10 for the Lions after the roughing the passer call at the Wetumpka 27-yard line. 6:41 to play before the half. Lions with a 1-point lead, looking to extend it now as they are in P-Ryan range, but they're thinking more than that right now. As this play gets called in, we want to thank D&J Auto Plus. Phil and the great staff over there at D&J specialize in service, and you don't know you need this until it happens. Fast hydraulic hose repair.
In the meantime, we got a delay of game call.
Well, the play clock's not working, so how can you know?
No. We don't have a football. We got to delay a game because we were looking for the football.
That's a problem.
And the football was thrown over there anyway. I don't know.
It's like the #1 requirement to play the game.
We have a ball.
There we go.
1st and 15 now for the Lions back at the 32-yard line of Wetumpka after the no ball call. Trey Edwards from the shotgun trips to the far side of the field, and here's a give to D'Angelo Jones to the near side. He's fighting, but nothing going there. That line is not able to budge the Wetumpka defensive front. And it's going to go for no gain.
Yeah, just Wetumpka had that well defended there and ate that one up going on the left side of our line. It just had a little penetration by the defensive end there that just disturbed and broke up the whole play.
Actually moved the ball back to the 33-yard line where it will be second and about 16 for the Lions. 6:05 to play here in the opening half. And here's Edwards from the shotgun, looking to pass, looking downfield, still looking, and now firing for McDaniel. And McDaniel makes the catch at the 20-yard line. Beautiful catch by Ryan McDaniel, falling out of bounds on the Wetumpka boundary. Back in between the chains.
Pretty much the same route we saw earlier in the game that set up the first touchdown. And Ryan McDaniel made an outstanding catch again. Good throw also by Trey.
Sets up 3rd down and 5 for the Lions at the Indians' 20-yard line. 5:53 to play before the half, and the Lions knocking at the door again. Trying to answer back this Wetumpka rally we've seen in the second quarter. Lions will split the field wide. 3 receivers to the far side of the field, all flanked out evenly. Petway on the yard line, on the yard marker right now. Flanked way out. Washington alone on the near side, and he's throwing out there into the flat. That Malik Smith slip screen again. Malik across the 20 and gets out of bounds at the 18-yard line. That's what it's going to get. It's going to bring 4th down and 3. And now decision time for Coach Anderson, and P. Ryan comes onto the field. They will attempt a field goal here. Oh, and now P. Ryan comes off.
Yeah, they're going to go for it. I believe they'll be able to go for it here too.
4th down and 2 yards to go here at the 19-yard line. At the 19-yard line of Wetumpka. The Lions line up. 2 receivers to either side of the field. Jones to the left of Edwards. They look to the sideline for a fresh call, and now they're going to take a timeout. They're going to take a timeout. They don't like what they see. Let's pause 10 seconds, or take a 30-second break, and then a 10-second station ID. Lions football continues after these words.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field. Just a few minutes left to play here in the opening half. It'll be 4th and 2 when we come out of this timeout. Well, while we're at this timeout, we want to tell you about Prattville Pickers. 100,000 square feet of everything in Prattville. I can tell you, we just, our company just moved to a new office in Prattville on Highway 82, and Prattville Pickers is right next door to us, and we outfitted almost our entire office from Prattville Pickers, from furniture to rugs to lamps, everything. It's all right there. It's all right there. Anything you want, from antiques to sports memorabilia to car stuff to golf stuff, everything.
I'll tell you this: my youngest son Tristan, moved into an apartment on the campus of Huntington, and he calls me one Saturday morning, "Dad, I need your truck, your 2017 Chevy Silverado Texas Edition, 4-wheel drive with a bed liner and a remote start, dude, remote start."
So you better have a really good reason.
Yeah, but anyway, so we went and picked up a little end table, a coffee table type thing for his new apartment at Prattville Pickers, and I said, man, they do have everything there.
A fraction of the cost, too.
Yes.
A fraction of the cost, and it's quality, high-quality stuff.
Yeah.
Back here in play. Lions come back out on the field. Still planning on going for this. It's 4th and less than 2 yards. It's about 1 and maybe 3/4.
We got a power backfield in there with 34 Kylan Petway in at the wing back, so look for us to run right behind him.
Jones is going to stand right behind him in between quarterback Trey Edwards and Petway is Petway. Shotgun snap to Edwards, and Jones is going to get the carry. He's stuffed in the backfield for about a 2-yard loss, and the Indians will take over. Well, that was blown up from the get-go. I don't know what it is, but that left side is just getting smashed.
Man.
That's the right side.
We definitely missed a blocking assignment there. We don't know what happened, but it was just too much penetration that quick. Hopefully the defense can come in here and make a stop.
5:36 to play. 5:36 to play in the opening half. 14 for Prattville, 13 for Wetumpka. And the drive that was for Prattville just there from their 20-yard line all the way to the Wetumpka 20. 60 yards of offense and nothing to show for it. And now the Indians.
As if I'm Wetumpka, I'm fixing to show a steady dose of smoke right here.
Ezel remains in at quarterback. And the give is to Smoke, getting around the end, and he is hitting the backfield and dropped.
P.J. Lucas.
I believe the ball has come loose.
Ball came loose.
As Prattville recovered it. No signal yet?
Yes.
Yes, Prattville recovers the fumble.
Well, the officials are not indicating that yet.
Yes,
now
they do.
Now they are.
Prattville recovers the fumble. The dose of Smoke goes for a fumble.
That's right. And I think it was called by P.J. Lucas right there. He came from the opposite defensive end to make that play and strip the ball.
Well, Lucas is putting on a show out there tonight.
He sure is. He's going to be, he's got another year, obviously, just a junior here.
Yeah,
but you got to think he's top 10 in the state of Alabama next
easily.
year.
He's barely got a driver's license, and he's one of the best players in the state.
Yeah. Boy, I'd sure like to see us get the ball in the hands of Trey Petway at some point in the game, which we haven't seen yet. He's one of our more explosive receivers.
1st and 10 Lions now from the Wetumpka 21-yard line. 1st and 10. 14-13, still your score. Lions on top, and here's a give to Jones going across the right side. Drag and tackles across the 15. The ball comes loose again, and this time
out of bounds.
Wetumpka jumps on it, but it rolls out of bounds.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Something about that ball tonight is shaped funny, hard to hold.
Yep.
The 5-yard pickup by Jones after the scare.
Maybe it could be one of those new pleather footballs.
Could be. Gets a little sheen on it.
Yeah, yep.
Like trying to hold a rabid duck. Have you ever done that?
No, but I've chased one.
5-yard pickup for Jones. 2nd down. We'll make it a 3-yard pickup, I say. 2nd down and a long 6. Just inside the 16-yard line. just outside the 16-yard line of Wetumpka. 14-13 your score. Prattville up by a point. And now Edwards gives to Jones again. Jones dragged the tackle, driving his feet across the 15 to the 13-yard line. He picks up some really, really hard yards there and puts Prattville in position to pick up another first down with a third down and very short coming up. Third down and about 3 yards, maybe 2. Boy, the difference in strength from D'Angelo Jones from last year to this year is remarkable.
Yes.
3rd and 2 for the Lions. Ball at the 12-yard line. And here's a give to Jones again, and Jones puts his head down and bashes across the 10 down to the 7-yard line. And maybe seeing a little fatigue on this Wetumpka defense because D'Angelo Jones just gashed him again. First down and goal to go for the Lions at the 7-yard line. 4:33 to play in the opening half, and the Lions knocking on the doorstep of the Indians once again. First and goal from the 7, looking to add to this 1-point 14-13 lead they currently hold. Trey Edwards from the shotgun. 3 receivers to the far side, and Jones back there with him. He looks to the far side, throws across the middle. He's got Daniels down there in the middle. Incomplete.
Just deflected by a good play by the linebacker for Wetumpka. Just got a fingertip on it, or else that was 6.
McDaniel wide open between the U and the M.
We got a flag across the field.
I see it over there.
We got a false start on the Lions.
Well, then I'm glad it was deflected because that would hurt a lot worse.
Yes.
Get called back like that.
Yeah.
Back to the 12-yard line. Back to the 12-yard line go the Lions. It'll be first and goal from the 12. 12 yards to pay dirt for the Lions. Clock stopped at 4 minutes and 12 seconds to go here in the opening half at Hohenberg Field. Stay tuned at halftime for the Prattville High School Marching Band, the pride of Prattville, voiced by Jeremy Jackson. Here's Edwards with a snap and a read give to D'Angelo Jones, who's hit at the 10 and hit out of bounds at the 7-yard line. Out of bounds he goes. He was hit really hard along that Wetumpka boundary.
I'm going to tell you, we got 6 yards from the sideline to the fence. We got cheerleaders. We got band members.
I can't move over there.
I'm kind of just trapped right here at about the 16-yard line.
They marked the ball out of bounds at the 8-yard line. Second and goal for the Lions from the Wetumpka 8-yard line. 4:07 to play. 14-13. Lions on top, looking to add to it. And here's Trey Edwards from the shotgun. Keeps it himself, trying to bounce to the outside, and he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard, but not much more than that. And looks like Wetumpka knew what was coming there. They anticipated that. Third and goal now coming up for the Lions. Still 8 yards to pay dirt. Clock on the move at 3:48. Lions still with two timeouts. Wetumpka with all 3. A lot of football left to be played. At halftime, we will carry the band on our Prattville Alive YouTube channel, so all you band aficionados, stay tuned for that. One of the best shows you'll see in high school athletics. The Pride of Prattville Marching Band. Now looking to the sideline, another timeout. Prattville's going to call another timeout. Timeout called so they can talk this thing over. So while we talk it over, I want to thank one of our sponsors, the Prattville YMCA. One of the greatest institutions in all of Prattville, maybe all of Talbot County, maybe in the state of Alabama. The biggest small-town YMCA in America. And if you're looking for a gym, or if you're looking for a youth sports programming, or if you're looking for something to take care of your family, socially, mentally, physically, YMCA is the place for you. Anybody can offer you a health club, but the Y gives you so much more than that.
If your family is not a member of the Prattville YMCA, you're missing something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, gymnastics for your daughter or son, swimming, recreational basketball. You got youth teams. It's where I grew up, and that's where home was. When we weren't home, the second home was the Prattville YMCA, and you've got to at least go try it. It's such an outstanding bargain. I think it's $50 or around $50 for a family membership.
Maybe a little bit less than that a month. But then that gives you deep discounts and all the youth sports programming.
I love the fitness center because right after I have a chocolate shake, I go get on the treadmill.
Yeah, there you go.
And it just takes 15 minutes to walk off a shake.
And speaking of shakes, man, have we talked about Steak and Shake and their shakes?
You said something about a frosted flake shake. I can't remember.
That's what I get for breakfast, the frosted flake shake.
If you're there for dinner, try that sea salt caramel.
I think I've had that.
Milkshake.
That is pretty awesome.
It is
phenomenal. But I'm just going to tell you, when they put the little whipped cream and the cherry on top of just a plain old vanilla shake.
You actually eat the whipped cream, Donnie?
You stir it up when it gets about halfway down.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awesome.
And don't eat the cherry till it's over because it kind of mixes in with the whipped cream a little bit.
Yeah, and it gets that stuff all in there.
Yeah, that little red ribbon through there.
Indeed, it does.
That's like when you crush that cherry juice runs out your mouth.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
It's my favorite thing.
Oh, yeah.
Man.
Awesome.
There's not a word to describe it, so I'll just make one up.
Hey,
it's almost seductive.
Hey, speaking of Steak and Shake, the Royal Steak Burger.
Oh yeah, with the egg on it.
With the fried egg on top.
Come on.
Oh,
you can talk about the burgers, but I'm a real fan of the 5-way chili.
You picked the right guy for the Steak and Shake sideline reporter.
Hey guys, also next week we're going to be catered in the press box by Steak and Shake, and I heard we're going to have a little surprise. Their new little burger they're kicking out now. We'll check that out next week.
Yeah, we will check it out.
Gladly be the guinea
pig. Here we go.
The Donnie Burnett burger?
Yes.
3rd and goal from the 8 after the timeout. Edwards rolls to the far side, looking to pass, looking in the end zone, looking for McDaniel. And he does not catch it. Just overthrown in the corner of the end zone, looking for Ryan McDaniel. And now Prattville faces another 4th down inside the 10-yard line of Wetumpka. 4th and goal from the 8. And here comes Tylen Pirine for the field goal attempt. This will be just a little more than an extra point. This will be a 25-yard attempt from inside the near hash mark. McDaniel holds Caleb Ellender.
No, Kramer. That's Kramer.
Kramer's hold.
Yeah.
Snapping.
Snapping.
Okay.
Number 12. You rarely see a number 12 snapping.
You don't. Not since Joe Namath.
He was an outstanding snapper.
Snapping the kick from Pirine.
It's long enough.
It's long enough. Is it good enough? It is good. 3:18 to play before half. Prattville extends their lead 17-13 over the Indians. We're going to take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field in Wetumpka, Alabama, where the Indians have fallen down further into the hole against our on-the-road lines. Tylen Pirine kicks a 25-yard field goal to extend the lead, 17-13 for our Lions over the Indians. That was our Sport Clips most valuable play of that scoring drive. Ty Pirine, 25 yards, right to the uprights. No appointment needed to Sport Clips. The Sport Clips MVP experience includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and the legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville for a Target on Legends Parkway. And if you have not experienced the MVP, you're missing out. It is one of the greatest things, one of the greatest experiences you can have for under $20. Ty Pirine now sets to kick off back to the Indians, going from our right to our left. It's a pooch kick, and it's blown dead before it gets off. Blown dead in the air. I don't know what the call is.
I believe it's offsides.
Well, good. We need to try it again anyway because they were there. Flag down at the 33.
Oh, wait a minute. They got too many players?
The officials are discussing this.
No. They don't have.
They're going to spot it at the 33-yard line. So the ball's been spotted. Where he dropped the flag at the 33-yard line.
It wasn't offsides because they would have thrown that here. But he started blowing the whistle in the kick, or right after the kick.
The ball was in the air when the whistle was blown. This is a bizarre call. We need a clarification. We go to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter, Donnie Burnett.
Wow. I don't know.
Very reminiscent of
we need a
of kicks at Wetumpka from years gone by.
I'm counting guys. I only counted 10, so. But there's no rule that says you have to have 11. Because
yeah, that's the Hoosier rule.
Right. So let's maybe they'll explain it to us. Nope. I don't know. We might have to get I don't know.
Well, now defense is coming on the field, and they're going to spot this ball at the 32-yard line.
32.
Was that an inadvertent whistle?
I don't know.
Maybe we can find out.
Oh, well.
Inquiring minds want to know.
Donnie, you'll have to ask the special teams coach.
Donnie, go out on the field in the middle of the referee's huddle right now and ask him what happened.
Sky kick?
Oh, I can't do that.
Oh, okay.
Y'all get me fired.
Donnie's service does run deep.
Yeah.
For the Lions broadcast team, but not as deep as a service at Riverbank and Trust.
Oh man, that's your hometown bank right there.
It is the hometown bank.
You go in there and you know everybody in there.
You do. It's like Cheers except a bank. Miller's pointing out the rules where apparently sky kicking is illegal now.
Oh wow, really? What is the sky? Is there a certain height?
Sky
on the sky kick? What if a guy just accidentally kicks it high?
Indians 1st and 10, and here's Martin going to keep it back at quarterback, and he is smashed down. Here comes a late flag.
I got a hold
back at the 31-yard line. Flag thrown from the secondary.
It was a pop-up kick.
Pop-up kick that's illegal.
Right.
Yeah, my fault.
Another hold against the Indians.
You can't on an onside kick drive it into the ground and kick it and let it pop up anymore. That's illegal now.
You can. It just has to bounce 2 times before it gets to the receiver.
Oh.
But I don't understand what the pooch kick call was. So did he pop it into the ground? Because I didn't see that.
Wetumpka being called for a hold. I believe it was on Cavassier Smoke who was guilty of the hold.
Yes, it was. Anyway, I don't know. I'll try to find out at halftime what he did. Because, like I said, I wasn't paying attention. My phone is blowing up down here. We got a lot of people listening.
1st and 22 now for the Indians at their own 21-yard line. 3:14 to play in the half, and here's Martin trying to get to the outside again. The defense catches him before he gets there and puts him on the ground at the 25-yard line. That time the defense is up to the task of stopping J.D. Martin.
Well, the key there was P.J. Lucas. Kept him inside. Didn't make the play, but turned it inside, allowed somebody to make it, or it might have been a big run there. And that's the key, and that's what Ryan Wilson, defensive coordinator, talked about, is keeping that perimeter covered. And that time P.J. Lucas did his job.
Absolutely. 2nd and 18 now. 2nd and 18 for the Indians at their own 25-yard line. 2:40 to play here before the half. 17-13. Prattville leads here in Wetumpka. And here's Ezel now at quarterback, dropping back to pass, looking down the field and firing. This ball is caught at the 45-yard line of Wetumpka and dropped right there. Taken down at the 45-yard line by, that's number 20. That's Trey Thompson out there.
28 or
29? 29, Trey Thompson.
That's 28.
But
Trey Thompson is out there too.
Skylar Henderson,
yeah,
number 28. That is a first down regardless for Wetumpka at the Indians' 45-yard line. So got him out of the hole there on a great throw by DeAndre Ezel. 1st and 10 now for the Indians from their own 45-yard line. Lions defense trying to make another stop here before the half. They lead 17-13. Here's Ezel dropping back to pass, looking now, stepping out of trouble. Big hole in the middle of the field. He's going to gallop across the 40 to the 36-yard line of Prattville before he's finally taken down. And here comes a late flag. Brandon Butts makes the stop from his safety position, from his corner position, but there is a flag now.
Well, an outstanding open field tackle by Butts there. As
Coach Anderson's really high on Brandon Butts. He's only 5'8", but he plays a lot. But he plays much bigger than that, he says. Let's go down to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter to find out what this flag's all about. Donnie?
I'm asking anybody? I don't know. Guys, I can't. I'm going to be honest.
It was a late flag.
And they're marching it back off against the Indians.
All right, it's a personal foul.
It had to have been after the play.
Hit. A late hit.
Well,
so
penalties have killed Wetumpka this half.
But I'm just going to, guys, I got to be honest with y'all. I can't really see every penalty.
But I always thought that you could.
Yeah. Well,
we'll stop coming to you if you want.
I mean, I have a great idea, but I I need an advocate down here.
Your football mind just dwarfs ours, so we need you.
Yes.
Minute 49 to play here before the half. Clock on the move. 1st and 10 back at the Wetumpka 48-yard line after the penalty. Ezel to pass. And the passes incomplete. Skipped it to his intended receiver, Kedrick Adams. Brandon Butts giving coverage there, giving him a little bit of cushion, and Kedrick Adams couldn't come up with it as it was skipped to him at the Prattville 42-yard line. So now it's 2nd and 10 at the Indians 48 as the clock stopped with 1:36 to play. Lions holding a 4-point 17-13 lead thanks to a 25-yard field goal by Tylen Pirine. Now 2nd and 10. Rangy quarterback Ezel from the shotgun. Empty backfield, 5 receivers in the set. Low snap, picks it up and throws it deep. Looking downfield, Butts and stride for stride coverage.
Great
with
coverage.
his intended receiver.
Great coverage right
number
there.
18, Jadarius Martin, 6'1", 185. 6'1" receiver, and Brandon Butts stride for stride with him at 5'8".
Man,
broke it up.
That is just beautiful coverage. He just was inside his hip, stayed with him on the inside, turned his head. Perfect coverage right there.
You got to love that right there. You got to love that kid.
Woo.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10 once play resumes here. There's some Wetumpka scattered all over the field trying to get this play in. Ezel now coming back, and they're going to call a timeout. With a scoring update from around the region here. In the second quarter play? Is that what you said? In the 3rd quarter play, Grayson leads Hoover 21-6. Well, nobody's getting their feelings hurt about that. So are we going to take a break, or we're going to stay right here, Mills? There's a timeout on the field. We're going to take a 30-second timeout. 30-second break for us as well. Lions football continues after these words.
You never know who will be tonight's most valuable player, but you could be tomorrow's most valuable picker. That's because you can discover your next bargain at Prattville Pickers. It's the region's largest collection of everything unique. It's a treasure hunter's paradise and a collector's dream come true. Don't scrimmage through rummage. Go to Prattville Pickers for the best selection of everything unique. Cheer loud tonight for the game's most valuable player. And you can be the most valuable picker this weekend at Prattville Pickers on Highway 82 across from the Prattville Country Club.
3rd down and 10 wants to come out of the timeout for Wetumpka. Ball placed at the Wetumpka 48-yard line. Prattville leading 17-13, 1 minute and 30 seconds left in what has been a very long first half of play, plagued by penalties.
Guys,
fortunately, most of the penalties have not been against the Cardinal and White.
Just got a text from Neil Messick, Transportation Director, Prattville, Watauga County. He says, Prattville Alive feed is great. Kudos to Milzer and the crew.
Here's Ezel from the shotgun, looking deep again, throwing deep, testing out Brandon Butts once again. And once again, no answer for Wetumpka as Brandon Butts stride for stride with his man, 6'1", Jadarius Martin. And then the starting quarterback / wide receiver / running back / tight end could not handle the pressure of Brandon Butts.
Well, that's 2 back-to-back. When you get challenged like that and you're in his hip both times, I don't think you need to go back to that play.
He's got your number, cuz.
Yes.
Brandon Butts. Big time kid, big time player on the edge there, our cornerback. And now on a 4th and 10, Wetumpka looks to set up an actual punt for their first time of the night with 1:24 to play. Not a quick kick. It looks like a legitimate punting formation. Deep to receive. Can't get the number there, but I believe it's Trey Thompson. End over end punt, line drive. Fielded by Trey Thompson at the 19-yard line, and he falls down right there.
Right there.
That was,
sophomore doing that too.
Yeah, that could have been at the 3.
It could have been at the 3, or it could have bounced through the uprights, but you got to come up and make that catch, which we didn't do so many times last year.
Yeah. That's right. Donnie, you running? I can.
Guys, I'm trying to keep up, and I want to be on it when y'all ask me another question.
You might be the Buffalo Rock player of the game if you keep that up.
Yes.
I felt bad that I couldn't answer your question a while ago.
Don't forget to get with Coach Anderson at halftime. When they go into the locker room, we can get some words with him.
And you guys are asking way too much from me now.
Well, it's not a job for the faint-hearted. That's why you do it. 1st and 10 for the Lions at the 20-yard line.
I'm in it for the money. We all know that.
1:22 to play here before half. Lions lead 17-13, and here is Edwards with a give to Jones. And Jones once again testing that right side. and not getting much out of it. 1, maybe 2 yards.
This might be the time you air it out to Petway right here and see what you can do.
Let's wait a couple more seconds.
Minute 3, minute 2, clock on the move. Both teams with 1 timeout apiece. 17-13 Prattville leads, 2nd and 9 from their own 21. Another give to Jones. He breaks the left side this time, across the 30 to the 31-yard line.
First down.
He took a big hit around the shoulder, around the head and shoulders, but he's up, back up on his feet. 1st and 10, first down run for D'Angelo Jones as the clock stops momentarily to set the chains at 49 seconds. Now it's back on the move. Now back at the 31-yard line. Their own 31-yard line go the lines. Edwards from the shotgun, 4-receiver set, gives to Jones again. Jones tries to bounce to the outside. He's taken down at the line of scrimmage. Well, that side they keep testing, as they found some success about 3 times. But outside that, it's been very tough sledding. Now Jones a little gimpy getting back to the huddle, but he is heading back anyway. It's number 10, David Adams, the senior linebacker, 6'1", 220, and number 8, Ricardio Bozeman, defensive end, 6'2", 215, that are just not letting him get any breathing room out there.
I tell you what, Adams has an incredible ball game. He has been all over the field for the Indians.
All right, guys.
We're at half.
Hang
Score,
on.
Prattville 17, Wetumpka 13, and now Donnie's got Coach Anderson.
I got Coach. Coach, other than the miscue on the kickoff, offensively, I thought we've done an outstanding job tonight.
We've moved it well. They're plugging the gap. We got to get more movement up front and do some things there. Guys are doing a great job with the ball. Defensively, just got to stop the big runs here and there, and that's just missed tackles. We got to make sure we tackle on the first one, not the third man making the tackle there, and we'll shore up some of these longer runs and get the ball back a little quicker.
Well, it's definitely looking a lot better than it did at this time last year. It's good to see those younger guys that are now not younger guys anymore. You're getting some big plays from a lot of young kids.
Yeah, we're still young. I mean, they've got some great experience on their side of the ball, especially offensively. We've got to just keep pressing and doing the little things right. Miscue right there towards the end. Didn't get the call to the lineman, things like that, and we eliminate that stuff. We'll be just fine.
Good deal, Coach. Good luck to you in the second half. Guys, I got to get out of the way. I'm fixing to get trampled by the pride of Prattville.
Well, we're going to pick them up in 3 minutes. We're going to take a break for 3 minutes, pay some bills, and when we come back, the Pride of Prattville Marching Band on Prattville Live YouTube and on the radio when Prattville Lions football continues after these words.
County Schools, Mr. Brock Dunn, Principal of Prattville High School, and Director of Bands, Mr. Chris King, we present the Pride of Prattville! Associate Director of the Pride of Prattville is Mr. Michael Skeen. Assistant Directors are Kenny Hall, Ashley Williams, and Devin Stewart. Percussion Instructor is Russell Mann. Auxiliary Instructor is Kim King. Auxiliary Instructors are Kaylin Dake and Shelby Mixon. Our show this year is entitled Masked in Time. We'll begin the show with Coldplay's smash hit Clocks and Time After Time by Cyndi Lauper. Then we'll conclude tonight's show as we go back in time from the soundtrack of Back to the Future and Justin Timberlake and Madonna's 4 Minutes to Save the World. The band is under the field direction of drum majors Madeline Hunt, Parker Gray, and Mallory Butler. Drum majors, is the band ready?
Yeah, dog said so. You want anything to drink?
Ladies and gentlemen, the Pride of Prattville!
break. When we come back, we'll break down some keys to the second half as the Lions lead 17-13. Lions football continues after these words.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger, so they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak burger.
New at Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4 with handcrafted steak burgers, all beef steak franks, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak and Shake.
When choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Arrow Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
It's football season in Alabama, and for over 30 years, we've helped customers get to their favorite games with great deals on new Chevrolets, certified used cars, and our value lot specials. In a hurry to hit the road, use our Express Oil Change, where we run the no-huddle offense. Get your car serviced and a complimentary tire check and be gone in 10 minutes or less. At Larry Puppy Chevrolet, we treat people the way we would want to be treated. We keep it simple. Great people, great cars, great prices, and great service. Enjoy the game.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger, so they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak burger.
New at Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4 with handcrafted steak burgers, all beef steak franks, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak and Shake.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
.13 is your halftime score. And just about 9 minutes to go here in the halftime period. And a lot of good things happened that half, Chip. And we said what we needed to do, we really did. A lot of the things we said we had to do, we had to contain Smoke as much as we could. And aside from a burst there in the middle of the second quarter, he was fairly contained, even forced a fumble on him. And we weathered the storm. No silly mistakes minus the one kickoff.
Yeah, and that was a kid trying to make a play that, like we talked about earlier, got a little disoriented, when he got his head twisted around. And he's a young kid, a lot of speed, a lot of athleticism in him, and he just made a young mistake.
Hey, that's the guy that caught the first touchdown pass.
Yeah, that's right.
That's right.
Yeah,
that's right. Exactly right.
And you gotta think that Ryan McDaniels had a heck of a first half on offense, and of course P.J. Lucas speaks for himself. He has been just
as advertised.
Yeah, he's been a beast over there.
Well, P.J., as good as he is, you've got to give credit to those other three.
Oh yeah,
because
they can't double up PJ.
You can't double team PJ every time because those other three can get back there just as well.
Remember the first play of the game when we forced the fumble? It was Bozeman on the hit that made the hit that shot the gap and made the hit.
Yeah.
Right, that was Chris Bozeman that hit him. But it's really been it's like Coach Anderson said, little things, but guys, there's none of the little things compared to the little things that happened to us last year as of right now.
Yeah.
That's right.
Composure, it's like you said, we've just grown up a little bit, and you can see that in a lot of these kids.
And I've been waiting to say the Larry Puckett pick of the night. We had one.
Hadn't had a pick.
I know. I want to say that so much, but
I will say the pick of food here in the press box tonight has been Country's barbecue.
wow. I don't know if Donnie, did you get a barbecue sandwich?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
Yes, okay.
He probably say no to get the one that's left.
Yeah.
Is there one left?
Yes, there is.
That's Pratt's.
Well, don't let it.
That's Pratt's
spoil.
barbecue sandwich.
Well, tell him to get up here.
That Country's barbecue is fine. That's another place where you can eat fine for about $5.99, right?
Pratt said,
right now, the August special, and I realize the August special is about over, but for the month of August, you get eat fine for $4.99, and it's a pork plate with one side bread and what's the other thing? But anyway, it's
sweet tea.
Yeah.
And the sweet tea,
and
the sweet tea in the mason jars.
Oh,
Where else are you going to get that? That is the best thing. I love drinking out of those mason jars. I don't know what it is, but it just tastes better in the mason jar. Am I right?
Oh yeah. And let me tell you, those folks, John Simmons and Mark Powell, they support Prattville football. And anytime you go in there and just tell them, John will sit down. Hey, tell me about the Lions, man. What's going on? And so I look forward to sitting down with him next week and eating some of that barbecue and talking with him about this game tonight. Hopefully a victory.
We want to say absolutely thank you for supporting us up here in the press box. And if you get a chance and you got a lunch date or a dinner date, head over to Country's and you will not regret it.
Yep.
Hey, John, if you're listening, I like ribs. Okay.
Yeah. Hey,
that's eating high on the hog.
He will probably put some ribs in there before too long, but he's our guy on the road, man. We take that on the road. And everybody that smells it asks, where's that from,
I mean, guys, this year we got Steak and Shake at home. And Country's on the road. I mean,
I can't tell you where I'd rather be.
And all Donnie talks about is the dang Frosted Flake milkshake.
Yeah.
Y'all got to go
There's so many things you can have, and you choose a Frosted Flake milkshake.
For breakfast.
What are you, 7?
This morning, just this morning, guys, I went up there and I had me the old breakfast scrambler. That is just
man.
That thing is just tremendous. It's just scrambled eggs, cheese, onions, sausage crumbled up in there, just all piled in there and gooed up together with a
fruit loop. They got a fruit loop milkshake.
Well, hey, call me and I'll take you there in my 2017 Chevy Silverado Texas edition.
Donnie and all the kids at Prattville Elementary School love that Frosted Flake milkshake.
But the new burger that they're introducing that we're going to get to sample next week. Guys, it's called.
What's it called?
The Prime Burger.
The Prime Burger.
It is a steak and shake burger that is about a half an inch thick.
It is. It's unbelievable.
That's got to be the #1 burger in the city.
Yeah.
Once they bring it out. Speaking of #1s,
it's got brisket on it, Milzer.
Brisket.
Yes.
It's got brisket.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. It's. Well, I'm not going to tell y'all I've had it.
I want to dance.
I'm not going to tell you that I've already tasted that burger, but it's good.
Well, it takes a lot of work to get that good. And speaking of getting good, one thing you got to have if you're gonna have all these things, you're gonna have all this food. You got to have somebody to make it for them. That takes farmers. Farmers need tractors, and the #1 Kubota dealer for tractors in this area in Central Alabama is Clanton Tractor. So you make your own Prime Burger. If you get on there and get one of those Kubotas from Clanton Tractor, that's a fine orange machine.
Yeah, their dealership's right there on 31, right going through the middle of town, and you just top the hill, and all of a sudden there's acres of orange tractors just everywhere. They have an amazing facility up there. They're like you said, they're the leading Kubota dealer, pretty much in the entire central region. So
you can have your John Deeres and your Husqvarnas and your New Hollands, but when you have a Kubota, you got something else. You got something different. You got the orange machine.
It's kind of like having a 2017 Chevy Silverado Texas edition.
It is.
Yeah.
Texas edition. And I hear the brisket's better in Texas.
Who got one of those, Chip?
I got one last week from Larry Puckett Chevrolet right there in Prattville. Our major supporter of Prattville football.
A major supporter of Prattville football and a major supporter of American flags everywhere.
Yes.
They've got an American flag that's almost as big as the city.
Yes.
It creates a shadow over the Hancock Bank. when it's fully unfurled.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a 2-minute break. When we come back, we'll be ready for the second half kickoff between our visiting Prattville Lions and the homestanding Wetumpka Indians. It's the 2017 season opener. Prattville leads at halftime 17-13. We got a lot of football to go. 2 minutes. Prattville Lions football continues after these words.
It's football season in Alabama, and for over 30 years, we've helped customers get to their favorite game with great deals on new Chevrolets, certified used cars, and our value lot specials. In a hurry to hit the road, use our Express Oil Change, where we run the no-huddle offense. Get your car serviced and a complimentary tire check and be gone in 10 minutes or less. At Larry Puppy Chevrolet, we treat people the way we would want to be treated. We keep it simple. Great people, great cars, great prices, and great service. Enjoy the game.
When choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Arrow Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
It's football season in Alabama, and for over 30 years, we've helped customers get to their favorite game with great deals on new Chevrolets, certified used cars, and our value lot specials. In a hurry to hit the road, use our Express Oil Change, where we run the no-huddle offense. Get your car serviced and a complimentary tire check and be gone in 10 minutes or less. At Larry Puppy Chevrolet, we treat people the way we would want to be treated. We keep it simple. Great people, great cars, great prices, and great service. Enjoy the game.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger, so they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak.
Indians, where the Prattville Lions are staked to a 17-13 halftime advantage over the homestanding Indians in the 2017 season opener. A long cry from this position we were in this time last year.
No doubt about it. We have seen just improvements on both sides of the ball, and the key right here is making something happen on this opening drive. Let's field the kick, get a good return, and get some points on the board and get a little momentum swing like we had in the first half when we caused that fumble and got on it and got that first touchdown to lead 7-0.
That's right.
If you can do that, I think we'll be in good shape. And we got to tighten down the middle of that zone where Wetumpka's hurt us a couple times, and they've overthrown a couple wide open, could have been touchdowns had the ball been there on the money. And I think also Wetumpka's kind of not sure which quarterback they want to go with, because they seem to be running them out every other series, which is fine with me. Yep. I don't want to get one of them on a roll.
I've never seen that work at any level of
football.
Yeah,
but hopefully the defense can keep up what they're doing, force some more turnovers. We've got to have a pick to turn some things around as well. But, again, just starting off this opening kick, getting a good return, and getting some points on the board will do a long way getting that momentum going, and maybe getting the fans for Wetumpka, which is a full stadium load of fans, a big crowd tonight. We really hadn't talked that much about it, but it's a big crowd.
There's not a place to sit on the Prattville sideline, and they're too deep on the fence.
And I want to tell you, there's with as many people as there are in the stands, there is no room to walk in between the fence and the concession stand area either. It is like packed in like cordwood over there. I want to remind you folks, at the conclusion of tonight's game, we will be selecting the Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. At next Friday's pep rally, the great folks from Buffalo Rock will be on hand to make a nice plaque presentation along with a certificate from Sport Clips for an MVP treatment. The MVP treatment includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and the legendary hot steam towel. A wonderful experience, and Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. And then it gets better. The sponsors for this program are phenomenal. Because you're a Lions fan and listening to the game tonight, guess what? You can Extreme Bowl at Bama Lanes in Prattville for half price. Extreme Bowling begins every Friday and Saturday night from 10 p.m. to 2 a.m. And the normal cost includes unlimited bowling, and the shoe rental is $10. But with this week's Bama Lane secret phrase, and you can Extreme Bowl for only $5. That's half price when you sign up, but you got to tell them the secret phrase. And the secret phrase is, kick off the fun at Bama Lanes. Kick off the fun at Bama Lanes. That's the phrase that pays, that gets you extreme unlimited bowling for half price between 10 p.m. and 2 a.m. And if you're going to get there at 10 p.m., you're going to have to leave this game early, I think, because the first half took about 2 hours.
Man, it was a long one. A lot of penalties, as you're fixing to see, and I think we're getting a little stats right now. How many penalty yards do we have?
131 penalty yards combined in the first half. Prattville with 181 yards of offense. Wetumpka with 196. So the scoreboard's indicative of the turnover game right now.
Yep, no doubt about that. And that's, you got to think, if the team with the least amount of turnovers this second half, obviously going to have a better chance to win. That's pretty obvious. But we're talking about major turnovers like we had near our goal line and they had near theirs, and so hopefully we can get on the better end of that this half.
Scores from around the region with 6:37 remaining in the third quarter of play in Dothan, Alabama. Enterprise leads 17-10 over Dothan High School, and that's a little bit of a shocker if you follow those two schools.
Yeah. I think Dothan has a new coach this year, I believe.
I believe you're right. I believe you're correct. Before we go any further, I want to give a shout-out to Coach Paz, assistant head coach of the YMCA Panthers, 3rd and 4th grade. He's one of Prattville's biggest fans. He's nursing a bacterial infection, trying to get better, watching from his 55-inch screen in the comfort of his own living room tonight. Coach Paz, get better. We love you. See you next week in the jungle. We're ready for the second half of play here at Hohenberg Field, and Prattville, since they were indifferent at the coin toss, will get the ball to receive to start the third quarter. Going deep for Prattville will be number 29, Trey Thompson.
I can say that I never heard that terminology you just said.
What?
About indifferent on the coin toss.
They said they defer. That means they're indifferent.
Yeah, I know, but I mean, I would have been confused.
We don't care if we get the ball or not.
Yeah.
We would rather not have it.
Yeah. But I'm pretty sure the coaches didn't say, hey, guys, were we indifferent on the coin toss? Because I'm sure they would have been confused.
Well, that's too many syllables to remember. Here we go. Wetumpka kicking off from left to right to start the second half. It's going to be a short kick that's fielded at the 20-yard line.
Turbo.
That's Turbo at the 25. Turbo wading through tacklers at the 26. Pushed back right there, and it'll be 1st and 10 lines at the 26-yard line. Let's take it down to our Steak and Shake sideline reporter. Frosted Flake Milkshake Man, Coach Donnie Burnett.
Woo! Who is that? Trey Thompson?
Trey Thompson. That was Takarius Buford on the
Turbo.
That was Turbo Buford on the catch.
Buford. I'm sorry. I thought y'all.
Trey was in the middle, and Takarius was over on the far side.
Well, you're coming in loud and clear down here. I can promise you that. All right.
A little hot, you think?
Well, got a little bite to it. But
17,
okay.
17-13. Prattville starts the second half with the ball and the lead. Edwards. Jones flanked to his left. 3 receivers in formation to the far side of the field here. And he goes to the short side, firing for Washington. This ball is intercepted. Intercepted at the 35-yard line. Edwards just a bit off on that pass and put it right in the hands of Samuel Jones.
Well, I think they expected a little softer coverage, but he was in man bump coverage, and great job by the Wetumpka defender right there. And, boy, that's what you didn't want to start off the second half.
He just stepped right up there and took that,
Sure
didn't he?
did. I think he had deep help, and we misread the coverage there.
I think you're right.
Well, now Wetumpka 1st and 10 from the Prattville 31-yard line. 11:47 to play here in the third quarter. Prattville leads 17-13, and here is DeAndre Ezel giving off to Laprati, trying to get around the end. He gets around the end, but not far before he's strung out along the edge. Gets back to maybe the original line of scrimmage plus a yard, maybe before he's pushed out along the Wetumpka boundary.
Trey Thompson over there at his right corner spot, just a sophomore. Boy, he made an outstanding play, and I think we were one player short because he's at safety.
Right.
We didn't have a corner in there, and he went over at corner and made the play.
We just ran one kid on, and nobody came off.
That's
so
right.
Either we've got 12 or now we have 11.
Yeah, that's right. We didn't have a corner on that side.
2nd and 6, and Smoke with the carry.
He's gone.
And Smoke is going to score. Yep. No, they're going to say he's down at the 1.
Yeah.
Down at the 1. Cavassier Smoke carries 25 yards to the 1-yard line, and Wetumpka is a yard away from taking a lead on the lines.
Bringing in the jumbo package.
McKeithen.
Five defensive linemen in for Prattville now here on the 1-yard line.
1st and goal, Indians at the Prattville 1-yard line. Just underway here in the 3rd quarter. Smoke takes the carry, takes the snap, and goes in for the touchdown. And it took 38 seconds, but Wetumpka has claimed a lead for the first time tonight in the 3rd quarter, 19-17 currently over the lines.
You go for 2 here?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think you do, no.
No?
I think you make it an even 20 right here.
Yeah.
All right.
And they've had trouble with that, though.
Yes.
I'm going for 2. But that's just me. What do I know?
But you're a gambling man.
Yeah, well.
Point after attempt, forthcoming from Wetumpka. The snap and the hold is up. The kick is up, and it is good. Eventually, they'll raise those hands with 11:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. Wetumpka with their first lead of the night, 20-17 over the lines. We'll take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
Yes, ma'am.
Choosing which pest control company you will trust to protect your home and family, cost and quality can go hand in hand. Serving the hardworking families of the River region since 1967, the Bowen family has made it our mission to offer top quality service at a price that is fair and affordable. So why pay more to one of the big chains for less service? Call Arrow Pest Control next time you want to enjoy money well spent. We'll guarantee personal service at an affordable price, so give us a call today.
.38 seconds into the 3rd quarter play, Wetumpka's kicking off again. Interception on the first play of offense by the Lions turns into a 2-play drive for Wetumpka, culminating in a 1-yard run by Cavassier Smoke to give Wetumpka a 20-17 lead over the Lions with 11:22 to play in the 3rd quarter. And now the Lions get a chance to answer back, trailing by 3 here at Hohenberg Field. Kick is away, and it's going to be another short kick. Come up and field it at the 25-yard line on the run to the 30 and take it down to the 32-yard line. That is Turbo again.
Yeah.
Takaris Turbo Buford. Lions with decent field position here to start their 2nd drive at the 31-yard line. We're going to pause 10 seconds right quick for station ID on the Prattville Lions Radio Network. Back in action here, 1st and 10 Lions at their own 31-yard line. Here's a give to D'Angelo Jones. Jones bulldozes a man on the initial line of scrimmage and carries for 3 yards. 3 tough yards. Ricardio Bozeman is looking for the number of that train, and it's 2-0. 2nd down and a short 7 coming up for the Lions.
That's one thing Wetumpka's been able to do is contain Jones from getting into the secondary. He's had some outstanding runs, but just hasn't been able to break that longer than 10 to 12 run.
Play action. Malik Smith drops the slip screen. They tried that slip screen that's worked so well in the first half again, and just in and out of his hands. A little lapse in concentration there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 7 for the Lions.
Footsteps.
Yep.
That's what you heard on that one.
3rd and 7. Lions don't need to give it back to them just yet. They need to keep this drive going, keep this offense on the field, get this confidence back. 2 receivers to either side of the field.
Watch Petway here.
Smith now comes in motion. Edwards looks to that far side, fires down the field, looking for Ryan McDaniel. Did he make the catch? Yes, he did.
Yes.
Yes, he did.
Yes, he did.
Boy, wow.
Now they say no. Oh, man. Oh, man, you watchers on Prattville Alive's YouTube channel, you make the call there, but 4th down and 7 to go. 4th and 7 to go. And the Lions will have to punt this one away.
I don't have the greatest eyes, but I thought he had his hands under that. But like I said, those guys are a lot closer than we are.
They are right on top of it.
And they probably made the right call.
Probably so, but it wasn't the call we wanted, so, you know. P. Ryan punts this one away. High spiraling punt. It takes a Prattville hop at the 35-yard line, and we don't let it go. We don't let it go as far as it wanted to. We stop it at the 35. Wetumpka with great field position now with a 3-point lead. 1st and 10 at the Indian 35-yard line. They go with 10:33 to play in the third quarter and leading 20-17 over our Lions at the moment. Well, a 3 and out was not good medicine right there. Now the Indians have a chance and a lot of confidence right now. The defense is going to have to make a play, make something happen to get a spark back into this offense and trigger some momentum swing. Ezel remains in at quarterback for the Indians. Smoke directly behind him. They're going to do twin stacks on either side of the field with the receivers. And Ezel wants to keep it, and he is hit and dropped. Number 40 for the Lions. Mason Taylor from his linebacker spot drops him for about a 1-yard loss.
Did a great job. Eddie Brown actually broke up the play and made him go from where he wanted to go with, and number 40 Taylor comes in and makes an outstanding hit.
Mason Taylor, just a sophomore, but 5'10", 220 pounds, definitely has the frame to play 7A football. 2nd and 11 now for the Indians from their own 34-yard line. Twin stacks to either side of the field again, and now here's Ezel pitching it out to the far side. That's J.D. Martin, and he breaks a tackle, and he's loose across the 50. Still on his feet to the 45, to the 40-yard line along the Wetumpka boundary. And he'll go out of bounds right there at the 41-yard line of Prattville.
And who made the tackle?
Patrick Lucas.
P.J. Lucas, your backside defensive end, made the tackle.
Wow. And that's what Ryan Wilson was talking about, that they had to stop that perimeter game right there, and that was we just got beat on the outside and got outside contained. Well, you can't let that happen.
Yeah, and I guess it was Josh lined up at corner or outside linebacker. To the inside, and that's what gave him up to get off that block.
Yeah.
Here another 1st and 10 for the Indians. Smoke loose again. The ball comes loose. Ball loose at the Prattville 35-yard line. And Prattville signals they have it.
Ball.
Cavassier Smoke stripped again, and the Lions have recovered the fumble. Now there's a play made. Now let's get some offensive support for this defense. 20-17 is your score. Wetumpka on top, but they have coughed the ball up, and Prattville now has the ball at their own 35-yard line.
Bozeman and Lucas. I don't know who recovered it.
Well, Bozeman and Lucas is a combination you'll hear quite a bit this year.
That's big and bigger.
And they need to come off the field and get some Gatorade and get a breath. They're some tired puppies right now. P.J. Lucas trying to catch his breath on the sideline right now. He is absolutely gassed. 1st and 10 for the Lions at their own 35-yard line. Trey Edwards on a zone read give. He's going to keep it. Pulled it from Jones and snuck across the 35 out to the 38-yard line. He'll pick up 3 yards and bring up 2nd down and 7 as the clock rolls to 9:25 in the third quarter.
The two linebackers, inside linebackers for Wetumpka, number 10 Adams, and both Adams, I wonder if they're brothers, but they are stuffing everything we've got in the middle.
Yes,
they're doing
they are.
an outstanding job.
2nd and a long 7 now. Here's Edwards again, looking to pass across the middle. He's got Malik Smith loose across the 50. Malik Smith down to the 47-yard line, and here comes the flag.
Got to be a face mask.
Late face mask.
Got to be a face mask. 15. They're going to tack on 15 from the 46-yard line, roughly. That's going to put Prattville in business.
Well, you see the talent right there Malik Smith has, and you see why they're trying to get him the ball. An outstanding play right there.
And they're going to mark off an extra 15 from the 45-yard line. So Prattville's going to have it at the Wetumpka 30-yard line with 9:01 to play. a chance to equalize or take a lead here, as they have gotten deep into Wetumpka territory now. They'll mark it actually at the Indian 32-yard line. 1st and 10 for the Lions after the great pitch and catch from Trey Edwards to Malik Smith. 1st and 10 now from the 32 of Wetumpka. Go the Lions. 3 receivers set to the far side, and it's another slip out to Malik Smith. Tries to step out of one tackle and can't get past another. He's going to lose yards back to the 34-yard line.
Again, one of those linebackers. I tell you what.
They're in the backfield as soon as that ball snapped.
Those two guys are impressive.
Guys, I think it's time for it.
You might be right.
It's time for it. We've thrown this bubble. We've thrown it deep. It's time to hit it. Let's hit it. I think it's there. Linebackers are flying up, so I think it's there.
2nd and 13 now from the 35 of Wetumpka. Go the Lions. Now here is Edwards looking to the sideline for a fresh play call. Twin receivers to either side of the field. You'll have D'Angelo Jones flanked to the left. And here comes Malik Smith in motion. He'll leave Petway on the lone side, on the short side, all by himself, and it's a give to Jones around that wide end. And he'll get across the 30 to the 29-yard line, pick up 6 yards to bring up 3rd down and 7. Tough play here coming up for the Lions. 3rd and 7 inside the 30-yard line at the 28. You're just inside Pirine range here for a field goal attempt. But you know the Lions are thinking they're going to need more than field goals if they want to come out of this stadium with a win tonight. Trips to the far side again for the Lions. Washington alone to the near side. Snap from Edwards. And he's looking to the long side now, going back to the short side. Steps out of trouble. Got some room to run. Edwards is loose across the 20. Slides down to the 15-yard line. Out of bounds. 1st and 10 Lions. Trey Edwards. Great run. 13-yard run by Trey Edwards. And the Lions are in the red zone of Wetumpka once again. 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Well, there was your quarterback screen.
Yep, that's right. Outstanding play there by Trey, as everybody was well covered, and he just outran the pressure there, and they had good pressure on him, but he got outside contained. That's what happens when you got a good athlete back there.
1st and 10 Lions from the Wetumpka 15-yard line. Wetumpka leads 20-17. 7:06 left in the 3rd quarter of play. Prattville's going to go 3 wide to the far side of the field here to the left. Ball placed at the far hash mark. Edwards looking to pass, looking to that corner of the end zone. Still looking. Flag on the field. Edwards stepping out of trouble, but I believe this might be coming back. There may be a hold on the
I think he got a hold
field here as Edwards snuck down to the 12-yard line before he was taken down. But the
Trey's got to come out. Helmet came off.
Penalties down to the 23-yard line. This could be a very costly penalty for the Lions if it stands. So Trey's going to come out for a play. Kramer's going to come in.
Yeah, I'm going to tell you, and
hold is the call.
And being an offensive lineman with a quarterback that scrambles, I mean, you've got your guy blocked, and quarterback turns and goes the other way, and it's easy to get that call.
Yeah.
And it's very, you got to be a very disciplined lineman to not do that sometimes. I was guilty of it several times.
Ball will be placed at the Wetumpka 33-yard line. It'll be 1st down and 27 to go for the Lions. They've got to get down to the 5-yard line, more like 1st and 28. Kyle Kramer from the shotgun drops the pass, fires, incomplete, in and out of the hands, right off the face of Marquise Washington. And lucky that ball wasn't any worse. It was tipped straight up.
6 the other way.
It was tipped straight up
quickly
and dropped to the ground, but that's not Kramer's fault. That was a great pass right there. Marquise couldn't quite hold on to it.
Bounced off the top of his helmet.
Yeah, that's the worst place to hit him. 2nd down and 28 now. Ball at the 33-yard line. Edwards now back in the game. And he's going to look and tuck it on his own up the middle. Getting across the 30 down to the 29-yard line. About 3 yards. That's not going to help the calls very much right now, as it's going to be 3rd and about 25 to go. 3rd and 24.
Chip, have they added another defensive back Are we looking at a dime or one of those linebackers dropping in that middle, and we're just getting like a five-man rush?
Yeah,
I can't.
They really saw when Kramer came in, they really went to it, and now obviously with this, they're dropping 4 guys pretty deep.
Yeah, you got 4 deep, and then I can't see it from this level.
If we can get somebody in the middle of the field, it could be open.
3rd and 24 from the 29-yard line. Edwards drops back to pass, looking downfield. Now firing across the middle, looking for McDaniels, and it is incomplete at the 5-yard line. Nearly intercepted.
Whew.
Falls to the turf at the 5-yard line.
Right when I said that.
Did you see the safety move to the middle of the field?
Right when I said that, the safety moved right there. So
kind of like they were baiting it.
Yeah, safety moved to the middle of the field, and that probably wasn't the throw right there because that was into triple coverage.
5:54 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's 4th and 24 Prattville from the Indians' 29-yard line. A field goal from here would be about 46 yards. We know that's within P. Ryan's range. That would tie the game conceivably. But now the question is, how do we do this? What do we do? It looks like the Lions are going to line up and try and go for this. This might be where we just chunk it to Petway in the end zone. Edwards rolls out, looking downfield, now firing into the end zone. Nobody down there. It is luckily intercepted.
Did he go out on the 1?
He went out on the 1-yard line.
That's a good job right there.
He did.
Yeah, that's not bad.
Almost as good as a punt.
They're arguing it. I mean, he went out on the 1.
Now they're going to give him a touchback. Of course, touchback.
Oh, wow.
Oh, man.
The guy that was there marked it on the 1. Oh, I was going to say that wasn't terrible that happened, but.
Well, I don't know. I'm going to walk down here. I'm looking at his feet, or that's a big bowl that was there. But he was definitely in right there.
Yeah.
My goodness. Well, scoring opportunity squandered for the Lions, and the Indians now with a 3-point lead, 5:47 to play in the 3rd quarter. 20-17 over our Lions right now. They've got the ball 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Well, this defense has got to win this game for us. No doubt about that. They've done it so far, really, and they've got to keep doing it. Got to have a big play here on this series.
And we got J.D. Martin in at quarterback now. Smoke back there with him. And now we've got a timeout. I believe this is going to be a Heat timeout.
Yeah.
5:47 to play in the 3rd quarter play. We're going to take a 30-second break. Lions football continues after these words.
Don't throw away your money, especially on replacement auto parts. In most cases, aftermarket parts are just as good and a heck of a lot cheaper than factory parts. D&J Auto Parts in Prattville is all hooked up with Auto Plus, a nationwide leader in the automotive aftermarket. Don't you dare go to another parts store before checking the great prices at D&J Auto Plus, 175 Highway 82 Bypass in Prattville.
Welcome back to Hohenberg Field, Wetumpka, Alabama. 5:47 to play in the 3rd quarter of play. Wetumpka has staked themselves to their first lead of the night here in the 3rd quarter. They lead 20-17 over the Lions, whose offense has grown strangely cold since the opening quarter. 14 points in the 1st quarter and only 3 since. Now the Prattville defense has got to stand strong here. Wetumpka with the ball, 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Martin and Smoke in the backfield. And Martin is going to keep this on the fake to Smoke, and he's open right up the middle of the field just like he has been in years past, and he's going to go all the way. Touchdown, J.D. Martin. 80 yards. That seems eerily reminiscent of plays from last season, one-play drives from that combination right there. And now Wetumpka is opening it up a little bit, 26-17 now.
That would probably be my quarterback right there. That guy can fly.
Yeah. And it took them 3 quarters to figure it out last year too. Let's hope this defense can weather the storm here, and the offense can find a spark, because Wetumpka's going to continue to score. This is a dynamic offense they've got. Point after forthcoming. We're going to keep it right here after the attempt. The hold is down and the kick is up. And I believe he may have pushed it again. He certainly did. So with 5:37 to play, your score, Wetumpka 26 now, Prattville 17. Now the question is, can this team mount a comeback on the road in a hostile environment? A flag on the play. Flag on the extra point attempt. Let's go back and do it over again. Yep, Prattville's called for illegal participation on the point after. And so Wetumpka's going to get another shot at it.
It's that 4-4-4 defense that we put in.
Yeah, we never should have practiced that. So they're going to try this extra point again from 1.5 yards closer, which might be just the edge the kicker needs to get it through the uprights. Holder is down. The snap is set. Snap is in. The hold is down. The kick is up. And this time, I believe he's cashed in, and he has.
Got it.
5:37 to play in the ballgame. A 10-point lead for Wetumpka, 27-17.
In the third quarter.
In the third quarter. 5:37 to play in the third quarter. You're correct. The Sport Clip's most valuable play of that scoring drive was a 80-yard run right up the gut by J.D. Martin.
There are flags everywhere out here.
The often ill-used quarterback of Wetumpka High School. I don't know why you ever take him out of quarterback, Chip.
Yeah, that's nice. He's, you know, I didn't get the chance to see him like y'all did last year, but you said there were several plays.
That was exactly. That looked just like one of the one-play drives he put on last year.
Yeah, he was like he ran a lot to the outside last year.
Yeah,
and this year he's just running up the middle now.
They're keying on Cavassier Smoke, and
we got offsetting unsportsmanlike penalties against both teams.
Offsetting unsportsmanlike. A little bit chippy. Motion's running high here in the third quarter. Fatigue starting to set in a little bit. It's hot. Wetumpka is, since Prattville's opening 14-0 strike in the first quarter, Wetumpka has outscored the Lions 27-3, and that's got to be wearing on some consciences a little bit. I want to say hello to Hank McClellan watching the Lions from Orange Beach. Thanks for watching.
I got to give a shout out to Martin Jackson too, who just told me that he's probably going to have to listen to the game on the radio because he's going to Steak and Shake and trying 3 different milkshakes.
Well, there you go. Then the strategy is working. Done.
My job is done.
Do they have a Fruit Loops?
They have a Fruit Loop. Yes, I haven't tried that one yet.
If they had Cinnamon Toast Crunch, I'm all in. But I haven't
Cinnamon Toast Crunch and Captain Crunch, peanut butter Captain Crunch.
That'll tear your mouth apart.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Wetumpka kicks this one away. Short kick, bounces at the 25-yard line, picked up right there by Turbo. And Turbo is out to the 35-yard line before he's finally dropped. And now the Prattville offense will come on the field. Down 2 scores now, going to have to make something happen. 27-17, the Indians have the lead, all the confidence and all the momentum right now. The Lions have got to do something to take it away from them.
Well, we talked about that at halftime, that how big a thing momentum is, and people don't, I guess there's a lot of folks that don't realize how huge that is, especially in high school football when kids are especially early in the season as well. And, of course, we gave them that momentum early with the turnover in the start of the third quarter.
First down, Martin rolling to his right, Edwards looking to his right. He's got it complete to McDaniel, Ryan McDaniel at the Prattville 46-yard line. That'll move the chains for a first down. Nice pitch and catch to Ryan McDaniel from Trey Edwards. 5:24 to play. Clock stopped in the third quarter. 27-17. Indians currently over the lines here in Hohenberg Field in Wetumpka. Season opener for both teams. Lions desperately trying to erase the taste from last season with a win tonight, and they've got a long way to go to get there. As Edwards looks to the sideline, he's got trips to the far side. He's got Petway on the near side. All alone on number 17, Taekwon Riles, the safety. Now Edwards has a snap, and he's giving it off to Jones into the middle of the pile. And Jones is dragged forward to the 50-yard line. 4-yard pickup.
Well, you got to give that to a couple of your offensive linemen.
Yeah, they just kind of pulled him.
Basically grabbed him and pulled him 3 or 4 yards there. But, again, the guys that are making the plays are these 2 inside linebackers for Wetumpka. The Adams, I don't know if they're brothers, but I'm going to call them brothers tonight because they're playing just like it.
Playing heavily in sync. Here's a 2nd and 5. Edwards pitches it back. This time he's got Petway at the 40-yard line. Petway breaks to the middle. Petway in the open field to the 30. Petway inside the 30 down to the 28-yard line. There we see the first.
Wow. And 2 offensive linemen's helmets come off.
Guys, chin straps, guys.
Well, that's Ellender. That's the 2nd time for him. And I'm just going, your head gets sweaty and you get hit, and those things are designed to pop off. So, it happens.
Yeah, I'm saying.
Maybe he needs to dry his chin.
All right, Prattville back in Wetumpka territory now. 1st and 10 at the Wetumpka 29-yard line. 4:28 left in the 3rd quarter. Line's down 27-17. Edwards from the shotgun. Hands off to Jones. Jones had a little hole there, a little crease, and he got across the 26 to the 25-yard line. 4-yard pickup. Hold there briefly, but it closed quick. Second down and 6 for the Lions at the Wetumpka 25-yard line as we roll under 4 minutes to play here in the 3rd quarter. Lions now down 10 points, 27-17 to the homestanding Wetumpka Indians. Here's the snap from Edwards, and Edwards is going to keep it and get across the 30, 25 to the 23-yard line. Across the 20 to the 23, he's going to be about 3 yards shy of the necessary yardage for a first down. They'll bring up another critical 3rd down play for the Lions. 3rd down and a long 3 coming up here. Edwards and Jones in the backfield again. Petway on the near side alone.
And when we've seen this so far this game, both the linebackers stunt very hard in this situation. They didn't this time.
Rolls back and throws back to Petway. Petway makes the catch at the 20. Down inside the 20 down to the 16-yard line. First down for the Lions. Once again inside the Wetumpka 20-yard line. You got to start making these trips count, Chip. It's getting late in the game.
Yes. Definitely down here in 4-down territory because we got to put 6 on the board here.
Finally making use of big Trey Petway over there. He's got 2 catches on this drive alone, 2 drive-sustaining catches. 1st and 10 at the Wetumpka 17. And now here's another gift. Edwards is going to keep it off the gift to Jones, and he's going to be taken down at the 15-yard line. Another helmet comes off, and a flag is down.
That's 2 helmets have come off on
that
play.
Hey, I'm just going to tell you that CJ's helmet came off because the Wetumpka player pulled it off.
That could be why we see a flag.
Go back out there, CJ. Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot I was still on the radio.
Yeah.
Now they try to sort this mess out. There's a flag down at the 21-yard line.
Could it be that our players are using too much conditioner?
It could be. The hair is too silky and smooth.
Yeah.
Well, y'all might think that, but I know when you get those padded chin straps instead of those old canvas chin straps like we used to have.
Oh, yeah.
Those pads, man, that your chin gets all sweaty and that chin strap slides up. You know what I'm talking about.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to mark off a significant personal foul call against the Indians. 1st and goal now for the Lions at the Indian 6-yard line.
And both those players remained in the game.
Yeah, how about that? First and goal now for the Lions from the Wetumpka 7-yard line. Here's Edwards from the shotgun. He's going to keep it. Spins inside the 5, to the 5, and that's all. He may get 1 yard to the 6, but that middle tonight, Chip, has just been a sea of humanity. There's no movement in there at all.
I sure would like to see the old meat package with P.J. Lucas and Bozeman.
That wouldn't hurt my feelings.
Run Jones right behind them.
Yeah.
I think that would be something that would be unstoppable there.
Little jumbo package.
2nd and goal from the 6. Go the Lions. 2:18 to play in the 3rd. 27-17. They trail the Indians. And now we've got flags.
Right guard.
Right guard moved. Right guard moved. 2nd and goal from the 11 now. Second and goal from the 11.
Hey, while we got a break, I got to give 2 shout-outs real quick.
Go ahead.
One to Ed Perry and to my boss, Miss Janice Stockman, who are both listening and watching the game tonight from the comfort of their air-conditioned house.
Second and goal, spotted at the 10-yard line now. Edwards drops back to pass. Looking, now it's going to have to try to, still looking, rolling out. Now fires in the end zone. He's got him in the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville. Edwards scrambled and scrambled and scrambled. Finally found a man wide open at the pylon.
I believe it was Jones.
D'Angelo Jones with a touchdown reception. And Prattville has closed this 10-point lead down to 4 with a point after coming up from Tylen Pirine. We'll give Trey Edwards some credit there. He scrambled and scrambled. He could have pulled it and ran, but he was patient and waited and found the man releasing. Found D'Angelo Jones releasing into the pylon and a touchdown.
And it.
Kick is good, but the whistle blows the play dead before it gets off.
Going to be cross sides.
Cross sides on the engines. 2:01 to play here in the third quarter. Your score, Prattville 23, Wetumpka 27. Your Sport Clips most valuable play of that scoring drive was a 10-yard touchdown pass from Trey Edwards to D'Angelo Jones. This guy's been working hard all night long and finally got in there.
Did you see that toss by Pratt Bedwell right there?
I did. Oh, Paul still got it.
Good night.
I saw that baseball coaching he's doing. He's getting his old form back.
I mean, the guy had perfect, technique, man.
See the way the back leg swung?
I'm betting it was underhanded, though, wasn't it?
Yes, it was.
High snap. Kick is up.
It's no good.
He missed it.
Yeah.
Ryan had a hard time pulling the high snap, had a hard time pulling it down. We'll take a 30-second break. Your score after with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter, Wetumpka 27, Prattville 23. We'll be right back after these words.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
To Hohenberg Field, 2:01 to play in the third quarter, and your score after a seesaw third quarter, Wetumpka 27, Prattville 23. Well, we said that offense needed to make a spark back. Needed to make a spark and get back in this game, and they showed it right there, the resiliency of this offense to come back after being shelved for most of the game after the first quarter. Comes back and puts a score on the board, and we got ourselves a ball game again, 27-23. Now it's the defense's turn as Ty Pirine sets to kick off from right to left for you folks watching online and listening at home. High kick, short kick, called at the 10-yard line by Cavassier Smoke, looking for a little hole, and he is walloped at the 25-yard line. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Prattville Lions Radio Network. Boy, Josh Andrews makes a big stop on Cavassier Smoke right there at the 25-yard line. Trucked him, Chip.
Sure did, man. That was a fantastic hit right there. You don't see Smoke go backwards very often.
No. A Texas edition sized trucking.
2017 Silverado Texas edition style, yes.
Only available at Larry Puckett Chevrolet. First and 10, Wetumpka from their own 25-yard line, and here is Martin again, bouncing to the outside. And once again, Martin is going to be gone. Unbelievable. Touchdown. Another one-played 75-yard run from J.D. Martin. And Wetumpka's back out to now. It's going to be in a 10, possibly an 11-point lead. Well, you can score all the points you want, but as long as they keep doing that, it's going to be hard to win. 33-23 now. Wetumpka back out to a 10-point lead. Just that quick.
Boy, that'll break your back. Whew.
And this is exactly what happened late in the game last year, Chip. Just 3 back-to-back one-play drives after the Lions would push down the field and score and bring it back within just a few points, and then this would happen again.
And it's just simple, you got to contain.
Points good. 34-23 now, 11-point lead for Wetumpka. Minute 43 to play in the third quarter, and let's stay right here. Let's go down to Donnie Burnett. Donnie, is this a little bit of a late third, early fourth quarter deja vu?
Well, we were going, hey, if we can just do – and what we scored? 35 points in the last 5 minutes of the game?
Yeah.
I don't understand. I mean, hang on. I got to compose myself here. I got birds flying all over me down here. Or those are gnats, or I don't know. We stop the inside run. Now they go outside.
Mm-hmm.
We're running away from PJ, which I'm going to run away from PJ.
Sure.
And we get one block on our corner, and where's our safeties, Chip?
I don't know. They're just I don't know if they're coming up
too fast.
So fast, and I always go back to this, and I know people probably get, but I used to love to see Zach Brownell about 18 yards deep at free safety because nobody broke anything deep.
You just you have to slow play it almost.
Yeah, and I can't tell you how many. I mean, remember Corey Grant from Opelika?
Yeah.
Zach Brownell ran him down and made the tackle. We got to get that killer free safety that can make those plays.
Wetumpka kicks off to Turbo. Turbo picks it up at the 30, inside the 30, brings it out to the 36-yard line. And once again, Prattville will take over at their own 36-yard line. They were trailing by 10. Now they trail by 11. After, I think, 2 plays. Wetumpka's had 2 plays in the last 2 drives.
Yeah.
Yep.
And picked up 155 yards.
That's it.
Yeah.
That'll boost up your yards per carry, I think.
His yards per carry have gone up tonight in the second half.
I think it's probably in the 40s or 50s right about now. 1st and 10 at the 37 of Prattville go to the lines. Minute 36 to play here in the third. Prattville trying to answer back and find answers for that Wetumpka offense, or that Wetumpka J.D. Martin. Shotgun for Edwards. Now he changes it real quick, audible real quick, and now he's got what he likes. Give to Jones. Jones up the middle. Jones for about 3 or 4, and that's going to be all. There's just not a lot doing there.
Yeah, D'Angelo's ran hard all night. It just hadn't been able to get past those middle linebackers. They've just done an outstanding job of keeping him contained inside and not letting him get out into that secondary where
he's dangerous.
Yeah, he can really mash those DBs and make them hurt.
2nd and 7 for the Lions at their own 40-yard line. A minute to play here in the third quarter. And Trey, play action, looks to pass, steps out of pressure. Now he's going to run with it across the 40 to the 50, inside the Wetumpka territory to the 46-yard line.
And another helmet is on the ground.
His helmet pops off. He's got to come out of the game. 54 seconds left. Clock stops momentarily, and here comes Kyle Kramer in the game. 34-23, Wetumpka with the lead right now.
Donnie, have we seen one Wetumpka helmet come off tonight?
Negative, Ghost Rider.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
All I know is Danny Rice said he's got 42 brand new chin straps ordered, and they're sitting in, or he ordered them, and they're sitting in his office right now. But they'll be passed out Monday.
Kramer from the shotgun
Sunday.
loads up the pass, fires it complete inside the Wetumpka 40 down to the 36-yard line.
That was a strike right there.
Marquise Washington.
Great catch right there.
Why is the clock still running? Oh, never mind, because it wasn't a first down.
Yeah.
All right.
2nd down and a short one. Ball is placed at the 36-yard line. 36-yard line of Wetumpka here. Under 23 seconds to play. This probably will be the last play of the quarter. Edwards back in the game now. Loads that shotgun. Once again, pulls it from Jones, and he's going to try to get around the right side, and he's got a little bit of room there. Gets inside the 35 down to the 33-yard line. Picks up his first down. But the clock goes on into the half, into the end of the quarter. We should have gotten one more play there. But the third quarter is complete. with Prattville on the move, but trailing by 11. 12 minutes left to play here at Hohenberg Field. Fourth quarter coming up. Your score, Prattville 23, Wetumpka 34. Lions football continues after these words.
You never know who will be tonight's most valuable player, but you could be tomorrow's most valuable picker. That's because you can discover your next bargain at Prattville Pickers. It's the region's largest collection of everything unique. It's a treasure hunter's paradise and a collector's dream come true. Don't scrimmage through rummage. Go to Prattville Pickers for the best selection of everything unique. Cheer loud tonight for the game's most valuable player, and you can be the most valuable picker this weekend at Prattville Pickers on Highway 82 across from the Prattville Country Club.
In 1934, Steak and Shake decided the world didn't need another hamburger. It needed a steak burger, so they used 100% beef. Quick seared to seal in the flavor you'll only get from a steak burger. Steak and Shake, home of the original steak burger.
New at Steak and Shake, 24 meals under $4 with handcrafted steak burgers, all beef steak franks, and fresh guacamole made from scratch. Get 24 meals for under $4. New at Steak and Shake.
33-3 in the third. Field, fourth quarter play about to get underway here. 34 for Wetumpka, 23 for Prattville. Prattville on the move with the ball in Wetumpka territory. 1st and 10 at the Wetumpka 33-yard line. A long hill to climb if Prattville's going to come out of here with a win tonight. First things first, we got to put it in the end zone, and then you got to figure out how to stop these 75-yard running plays from J.D. Martin.
You got to stretch it out. You know, you got to contain him, stretch him out, get good pursuit, have some, and that's what Donnie was talking about.
Yeah.
Our pursuit, taking terrible angles from our safety spots, and you know, with that kind of speed, you got to adjust your angles.
All right, trips to the far side here. Petway alone to the near side. Petway looking to that near side, firing across the middle now, looking for Malik Smith. And Malik Smith is intercepted at the 1-yard line and brought out from there. 10, 15, 20, 25, still on his feet, 30. He may go, 40. Finally brought down. Flags
got
on the
a flag
field.
somewhere.
Flag at the 45-yard line. But it's brought out of the end zone to the 40-yard line. And this defense that has been wearied in the second half is going to have to come out on the field and do it again, hold them at bay with 11:44 to play in the game. Another scoring opportunity for Prattville squandered, and now Wetumpka with the ball in great field position at their own 40-yard line, and it may be more. Flag.
That may be the defenseless player rule. I believe that's what it was.
Defenseless player rule is the call, and it happened at the Wetumpka 38-yard line.
Yeah.
And they'll walk it back to the 27.
So that one hurt. That one hurt bad.
Yeah, sure did. Sure did.
We got Chief Nakahoma excited over there. Oh, well, that's wrong sport, isn't it?
If you can't put it in the end zone, if you can't score points, it really hurts your chances to win the game, and that's just basic football. You know,
we even know that in junior high football.
Yeah. So obviously they didn't mean to throw an interception right there. It just great defense and good effort. But 1st and 10 for Wetumpka nonetheless at their own 27-yard line with 11:44 to play in the ball game, and a 34-23 lead over the Lions. Here's a give to Smoke coming around the edge. Picks up a big block, and he gets around the 35 to 36-yard line. Enough for a first down before he's pushed out by Bozeman along the Prattville boundary. But Smoke picks up a first down. The 38-yard line, and now you can see a tired Prattville defense out there.
All right, I saw it. What happened that time? I was behind the play, and yes, our safeties are coming up quickly, and he got blocked that time.
Now, J.D. Martin checking back into the game at quarterback. You can expect him to probably carry this one. 1st and 10 for the Indians at their own 37-yard line. 11:37 to play in the game. And here's a quick pitch out to Laprati, and it is incomplete. Incomplete, 2nd and 10. Chip, why do they pass it?
You know, they're just trying to keep us guessing right now. I mean, I don't know either, but I believe I just give it to Smoke or let the quarterback carry it. But
maybe they're resting. I don't know.
Yeah.
Let's throw it to somebody else where we can catch our breath.
2nd and 10 now for the Indians at their own 37-yard line. 11:30 to play in the game. Prattville trailing at the moment 34-23. And now Ezel at quarterback. He's going to drop back to pass, looking downfield. People open everywhere. The receiver makes the catch and fumbles around at the 40-yard line before he's finally taken down after a 3-yard gain. Trey Thompson on the stop to make it 3rd and 6 at the 41-yard line of Wetumpka for the Indians. Rolling to 11 minutes to play in the ball game. Now every minute is valuable as Prattville trails by 11 points, 34-23. Got to get this ball back. Got to stick it in the end zone. Got to get us within a score to give us a chance in here. Now on 3rd and 6, here is J.D. Martin in at quarterback. Cavassier Smoke flanks him to the left. DeAndre Ezel flanked out wide. And it is a direct carry from J.D. Martin. This time, he's not going anywhere. Stopped at the 40-yard line. At the original line of scrimmage, it'll be 4th down. It'll be 4th down and 6 yards to go. And this defense, as long as they've been out there, may have just forced a punt.
That's a good job by Mason Taylor there to make the stop.
The Indians will punt with 10:19 to play in the ball game. And an 11-point cushion right now, 34-23.
I can't recall them punting tonight. Have they punted?
This will be their second punt if you don't count the quick kick in the first quarter.
Yeah, there you go. This is their first punt formation, at least.
Well, the second punt formation, it would have been 3 if you count the quick kick.
Okay, there you go.
The Indians do call a timeout, and we're going to take a 30-second break as well. 30-second timeout. Lions football continues after these words.
I could have built a drugstore anywhere in Montgomery, but it was this neighborhood that needed it. When I moved here, it was thriving. I want to see it that way again. Riverbank made borrowing the money easy when other banks didn't. It's nice when people care enough to make sure you have what you need. That's how I treat my customers, and that's how the folks at Riverbank treat me.
But our boys are fighting. Prattville trails right now 34-23. And they forced Wetumpka into a 4th down and 6 with 10:03 to play in the ball game. Chance to get the ball back here. You got Turbo Buford and Trey Thompson both going back to receive the punt. It is Martin that also does the punting. He'll be heels down at his own 27-yard line. Thompson and Buford back at their own 30. And now Prattville's going to take a timeout. With J.D. Martin back in punt formation, you gotta wonder what they might be thinking.
Yeah, I do want to give a shout-out to Donna King-Smith, who had surgery this week after numerous surgeries, and she's listening to us down there at the beach and watching us as well. But we appreciate her doing that, and she's a former Prattville Lion, and we appreciate that.
She made the comment that Donnie looked good on camera down here.
Well, she did have surgery. I don't know if it was LASIK.
It wasn't on her eyes.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right.
That was good.
I didn't know.
That was kind of cold, man. That kind of made me shiver down here. That was cold, Chip. Not as cold as it was in that dadgum Texas truck we were riding in.
That Texas edition with that ice-cold air conditioning.
Oh, from Larry Puckett Chevrolet?
Yeah.
Son, there's nothing like that.
Yeah. I'm telling you. Oh, yeah, we had Country's barbecue smelling. I hope you didn't get no sauce on my back seat, Donnie.
Do you not have those?
No, I just had the front seat covers.
Well, you need to get the back seat covers.
Oh, okay.
Martin gets the punt away, and it takes a Wetumpka roll inside the 25 to the 23-yard line of Prattville. So with 9:54 to play, it'll be Prattville ball at their own 23-yard line, trailing 34-23 to the Indians of Wetumpka. Got to get a touchdown in the book here We're down 2 scores with 9:52 left. You've shown you can force a punt. Now put it in the end zone. Give yourself a chance to win the ball game. We've got to score fast. And when you want to print, copy, or ship something fast, you go see Larry Laser at Laser Copy in Prattville.
No doubt. Larry's been in business a long time, and you can always count on Larry to do the right job at the right time at the right place.
And
our
new studios in Prattville is the former Laser Copy office.
Yeah,
how about that? Thank you, Larry. Edwards drops back to pass and fires complete out to Washington at the 30-yard line. Gets a good block, and out to the 37 he goes. Moves the chains for Prattville. It'll be 1st and 10 Lions at their own 37-yard line.
Boy, a little quick.
Now there's a flag down in the defensive backfield.
They got 12 players on the field.
I see Mr. Steve Robinson doing the head count right now.
Yes, they do have 12, I believe, right?
Got
Smoke wanted to play defense, and it wasn't his turn.
Smoke wants to be in there all the time.
Yes, that would be
who could blame him? Who wouldn't want him out there all the time?
Yeah.
I'm just wondering if I missed that 4-4-4 clinic.
Well, that's coming on after the.
Because if I'm gonna put that in at the junior high, we'll try it out tomorrow down in Opelika at the big Opelika Bulldog scrimmage.
There you go.
With the junior high Cats.
That play, C.J. Harris was the lineman that pulled and just mashed the corner that freed up that play. A great job by C.J. there.
And the penalty after the play moves Prattville into Wetumpka territory at the Wetumpka 48-yard line with a 1st and 10. 9:30 to play in the ball game. Prattville down 34-23. And now
the whole left side that time.
The whole left side moved.
Yeah. I don't know.
They were pulling. Just come out of their stance too quick.
Yep, they're coming out too quick. I don't know if what they did this afternoon pregame. I don't know. These kids are pumped up and ready to go, but they got to be a little tired right now. You shouldn't be jumping.
Yeah. 1st and 15 now back across the 50 into Prattville territory at our own 47-yard line. 1st and 15, clock on the move, under 9:19 to play here. Prattville needing 11 to tie, 12 to win. Here's Edwards. Edwards goes from the shotgun. 4 receivers in the set. Gives off to Jones. Jones right into the teeth of the line. Goes really nowhere. Fights his way across the 50. Just continuing the leg drive. He gets to the 49. 4-yard pickup. We got Donna Page Smith Arnold watching from Mansfield, Texas. Michael Lolly listening and watching in Birmingham on our YouTube stream.
That's Lollipop.
Glad you guys are listening. Thank you for your support of Lions football. The Lion Nation is strong.
Lollipop, I hear you, Lollipop.
Fast and wide. 2nd and 11 from the Wetumpka 49. Here's Edwards looking to pass again. Now firing too high. Left Washington hanging a little bit there. He took a shot in the back, but he's up on his feet. He's a little stiff getting up there.
A little gingerly, and Ellender's helmet has come off once again.
Yeah, I don't know what.
He needs to put some Velcro inside that thing or something. 3rd down and 11 for the Lions, and this is a big play right here. 8:28 to play in the ball game. Down 11 points. 3rd and 11. 3rd and 11. Ball is at the Wetumpka 49-yard line. Now, 2 receiver set to both sides. Edwards from the shotgun. Drops back. Fires deep. Looking for Malik Smith. And Malik Smith, did he catch it? Stay in bounds. Yes, he did.
Holy dun-dun-dun.
What a catch by Malik Smith to stay in bounds, to get a foot in inside the 20-yard line at the Wetumpka 17-yard line. 1st and 10 Lions in the Wetumpka red zone. Once again, now you must capitalize. You got to put it in the end zone here. 8:21 to play. Down 2 scores. Big play from Malik Smith. Gives Prattville a chance to close the gap. Edwards once again splitting 2 wide to either side of the field. Gives to Jones. Jones up the middle, has a gap. Cross the 5. D'Angelo Jones into the end zone. Touchdown, Prattville from 17 yards out. D'Angelo Jones has brought Prattville closer once again, 34-29.
I think you got to go for 2 here. I mean,
I think you do too, but they're lining up for the extra point. You got a chance to make it a 3-point game with a 2-point conversion, or a 4-point. Gets you nowhere, and this, they are going to go for 2 here. Now they're going to drop back into a extra point formation. Perine for the point after. McDaniel with a hold. It's down, and the kick is blocked. It is blocked. It is blocked, and a crushed Ty Perine in the process. We're going to take a 30-second break. The Lions inch closer, close the gap to 5. 34-29, they trail the Indians with 8:16 to play. We'll take a 30-second break and come right back. Lions football continues after these words.
You never know who will be tonight's most valuable player, but you could be tomorrow's most valuable picker. That's because you can discover your next bargain at Prattville Pickers. It's the region's largest collection of everything unique. It's a treasure hunter's paradise and a collector's dream come true. Don't scrimmage through rummage. Go to Prattville Pickers for the best selection of everything unique. Cheer loud tonight for the game's most valuable player, and you can be the most valuable picker this weekend at Prattville Pickers on Highway 82 across from the Prattville Country Club.
Highly contested ball game between the Lions of Prattville and the homestanding Indians of Wetumpka. Your score is Wetumpka 34, Prattville 29. Sport Clip's most valuable play of that last scoring drive for Prattville was a 30-yard pitch and catch to Malik Smith that put him in business, and D'Angelo Jones capped it off with a 17-yard run. That's the most valuable play of that scoring drive. Sport Clips. No appointment needed there. The Sport Clips MVP experience includes a precision haircut, massaging tea tree shampoo, and a legendary hot steam towel. Sport Clips in Prattville in front of Target on Legends Parkway. They'll also be part of the Buffalo Rock Pepsi Player of the Game to be named at the conclusion of tonight's game, coming in about 8 minutes and 16 seconds of play. And now, kickoff goes to the 20-yard line. Noah Sheets kicks it off that time. Now bringing it back up the field is the number 2 back. He's got some room across the 45 to the 49-yard line. That's Kedrick Adams. Brings it out and puts Wetumpka in business at midfield. At their own 49-yard line to start this drive.
I mean,
8:08 to play.
He caught that ball inside the numbers. He ran all the way across to the middle of the field, turns it up, and then runs it, 27 yards?
Something like that.
How are we getting tired? I think. I don't know.
J.D. Martin back on the field as the field general for the Indians at quarterback here. DeAndre Ezel flanked out wide. Nobody in the backfield now. It's Laprade coming set, and it's a carry by Martin. Martin's got room. Martin still on his feet at the 40-yard line. Cuts it back inside the 40, still on his feet. People trying to tackle him, but he just kind of just wiggles around like Matt Jones from Arkansas down to the 35-yard line. And now we've got some Prattville players down. Eddie Brown a little bit shaken up on the play. And once again, J.D. Martin. It doesn't look like he runs really hard. He just kind of goes with the flow. You know,
he's
just kind of glides
got
around.
Great balance.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, and he's very patient. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, did
very
you say?
patient.
I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
Did you say he looks like Mary Poppins? What did you say?
He looks like Matt Jones from Arkansas.
Yeah,
Mary. Mary Poppins.
Said he looks like Mary Poppins.
And drink your milkshake.
It is
J.D. Martin on the give to Laprade here, and he's stuffed at the line of scrimmage. Nothing doing there. Mason Taylor leading the charge. Mary Poppins. Are you kidding me? But she was elegant and graceful. But J.D. may be a little more elegant than her and graceful. I don't know either of them personally, so I can't say for sure. 7:20 to play. It was a great show. 7:15 to play in the ball game here. 34-29 Wetumpka on top, and Wetumpka with the edge right now. They got 2nd and 8 at the Prattville 32-yard line. As unthinkably, they put Ezel back in at quarterback with Cavassier Smoke. Martin will sit in the slot here. Ezel will run it out wide, look to pass. He's in some trouble. Cuts it back inside, and he's going to be hit in the backfield. He's going to be dropped at the 40-yard line.
Jaron
Fields flushed him out back inside and finished him off. And that is a big-time play by this defense.
Well, the first play was made by Josh Jones as he contained him, forced him back inside. That's what's keeping the big play from happening. If you keep them inside, and Jaron Fields comes in there and makes a big play.
It's 3rd down and 15 for the Indians back at the line's 39-yard line now. 6:16 to play.
You don't think Martin's going to carry this ball?
I have no illusion that he or Smoke will be carrying this ball.
Yeah.
Going under 6 minutes to play here at Hohenberg. 34-29 Wetumpka on top. The defense will probably looking to make a big stand. And Smoke is going to get the carry. He's got room around the edge. Gets a block. Cuts it back inside. And there goes Smoke. Touchdown. Touchdown. 38 yards out. No matter how excited you get, you still got to make the stop. But cannot contain Cavassier Smoke on that play. He goes 38 yards for the score, and that might be the dagger. It's 5:50 to play. And we got a man down.
P.J. Lucas.
It's P.J. Lucas on the ground at the 42-yard line.
Looks like he's favoring a shoulder right now.
And of all the players, you don't want to go down.
Yeah, they're looking at a shoulder right there. He looks like he's in some pain.
I think that's Bozeman.
Yeah, that's what our assistant studio engineer Hayden Anderson said too.
Well, he's a lot younger and got better eyes than y'all do up there.
Oh, okay.
The eyes of a red-tailed hawk. Maybe perhaps a peregrine falcon even.
Speaking of eyes, Pawpaw lost his glasses down here.
You're right, it is Bozeman.
And we are walking up and down this sideline trying to find Pratt's glasses.
Well, you really don't want to put them on right now because Wetumpka's opened their lead back up to 11 on another just big run.
Told him he could go to pawn shop and get him another pair.
So runs of 80, 75, and 38 yards for Wetumpka here in the second half have propelled them to what is now a 41-29 lead over our Lions with 5:50 to play. We're going to stick right here. And it's just it's big play after big play after big play, and it all comes at the same time. I don't know what the answer is, Chip, but there's just some really good athletes in that Wetumpka backfield.
Yeah, there is. We've got to learn to keep the big play from happening, even if it's stopping the 75-yard TD run to a 40-yard run and giving our defense another chance. But we're not a quick strike offense. We're going to be a team that's going to take an 8, 9, 10-play drive. So a big play against us is really, really tough on our offense. And so we've got, if we're going to have any kind of successful season, we've got to eliminate the big play. And it's all about taking correct angles when you're at safety spots or you're the backside corner. You got to know where everything's at. If the ball is on the other side of the field and they're running the ball, that corner's got to fall back and take the correct angle, all the way across the field, and that's where we're not. We got to stop the big play.
5:50 to play here in the ball game. Wetumpka has extended it out to 12 points now, a lead 41-29, and they'll now kick to the Lions, going from right to left. Thompson and Buford back to return right around the 20-yard line. And now the Wetumpka kicker approaches, kicks this one away, and it's going to be caught at the 30-yard line, brought across midfield and pile drived at the 27-yard line is number 12. That is Quan Jones. Let's pause 10 seconds for station ID on the Prattville Lions Radio Network. .545 to play in the ball game. 1st and 10 Prattville from their own 27-yard line. They trail the Indians 41-29 in this season opener on the road at Hohenberg Field in Wetumpka. Edwards loads a shotgun again. This time fakes to Jones, pitches out to Smith. Smith's got a little crease out to the 35, 36-yard line. Flags down. Flags down at the 30-yard line, and it's a hold against the Lions.
Yeah, we tackled him.
Yep.
Chip, I think in wrestling that'd been 2 points, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
It'd have been 2 points and possible, a film that you show the opposing teams how to take down somebody.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, we got to find the right formula and figure out what we're going to be. Are we going to be a running team? We're going to be a passing team? What we going to do?
Well, defensive line is tough, but you're going to have some gaps every once in a while. We've got to learn to stop the big play in the secondary, and we hadn't done that tonight.
1st and 17 now from the 20. 1st and 20 from the 17, I should say. Here's a gift to Jones. He's going to get out to the 20. He's going to get out to the 24-yard line. Another pickup of about 4 yards for D'Angelo Jones. I bet he's averaging about 4 yards a carry tonight. Because he gets about 4 every time he touches it.
He runs hard.
He does. He gets hit at the line and drags for 4 yards. Under 5 minutes to play now. 41 for Wetumpka, 29 for Prattville. Trey Edwards from the shotgun. 2 receivers to either side of the field. And here's a pitch out to Malik Smith again. They keep going to that play and getting it out to the 30-yard line this time. Back to the original line, just about the original line of scrimmage. Not quite, though. It's going to be 3rd down and 12. 3rd down and 12 at the, we'll call it 3rd down and 9. Yeah, they do respot the ball there at the 29-yard line. 3rd and 8, give it. 3rd and 8 at the 29-yard line. How about that? How's that sound? 3rd and 8 to the 29. That's it. That's the ticket. 4:41 to play in the ballgame. The gap is 12 currently. 41 for Wetumpka, 29 for Prattville. Here's Trey Edwards. The shotgun again. Drops back to pass. Looking downfield. Nothing doing. Finally finds a man. Malik Smith again at the 40. Makes a man miss at the 45. Malik at the 50. Down the sidelines. Hit out of bounds late. No flag on the play. He's down at the 44-yard line of Wetumpka. 1st and 10 for the Lions.
I tell you what, he's an impressive guy, Malik Smith.
He really is.
Really got some good moves. He reminds you a lot of DeKendrick Moncrief.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's got that long stride, and he makes people miss.
Makes that first man miss.
Yeah.
4 minutes and 30 seconds clock. On the move, 41 to 29. Wetumpka leads with Prattville in Wetumpka territory. 1st and 10 at their 44-yard line, and here's a flag before the snap gets off from the defensive backfield. They're going to mark off procedure against the Lions. And that came from way in the defensive backfield.
Yeah. I guess he saw somebody flinch.
That's a great eye. That's an excellent eye.
Best in the land.
At the 50-yard line now. I call it the 49 of Wetumpka. 1st and 15. Edwards in trouble, going down in the backfield. He's sacked at the 46. Dragged down by Travaris Bozeman, the 6'2", 220-pound defensive end for Wetumpka, who's been in the backfield most of the night. This time he got his hands on Trey Edwards. Here's a give to D'Angelo Jones, and he's going to carry it back in between the chains to the 40-yard line of Wetumpka. And that's going to give Prattville a chance here. 3rd down and it's 7 to go. .336 to play in the ball game. Edwards in some trouble. I mean, untouched back there. Goes the linebacker. Shot the gap. Smoke almost beat the ball to Trey. Maybe he is like a mist. He's like a smoke. You can't see him until he's there. 4th down and 10 yards to go. for the Lions. They got to capitalize this. If they don't make this, this is your ball game right here. If they don't get this one, you can just about wrap it up. 4th and 10 at the Wetumpka 44. 3 minutes to play. 41-29 is your score. Malik coming in motion to the far side. Edwards rolls to that far side, looking back, now looking to pass, still looking. Nobody open. Looking, now he's in trouble. He's having to run away from defenders. Still got some time. Last gasp effort, chunks it downfield, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted. No, incomplete. It doesn't matter. Wetumpka ball at their own 45-yard line, and that'll just about do it with 2:39 to play, and Wetumpka with a 12-point lead.
Well, I think you can describe this game in 2 words. Big plays.
Big plays. Lost.
We didn't have them, and they did.
Missed opportunities.
Yeah.
Well, that's too bad. 2:39 to play here in the ball game. The Indians come back out onto the field, take the field. On offense at their own 44-yard line. Just trying to ice the game away now. 41-29 is the score. DeAndre Ezel will be the quarterback now for the Indians, and he takes a snap, and he's going to hand it off to LaPrati, who goes up the middle. Drags tacklers to the 48-yard line. Pickup of about 4 as we roll under 2.5 minutes to play. Skylar Henderson making the tackle for the Lions right there.
One thing we want to check on is the health of Chris Bozeman.
Yeah, Donnie's down there. He can
I don't know if he's
get a word.
What his situation. I know he's not on the field. I see him now. He looks okay.
Also need to be thinking about a Buffalo Rock Pepsi Player of the Game for tonight. Low snap picked up by Ezel. He just falls on it. Go under 2 minutes to play now.
You know, obviously some of the guys you got to mention. P.J. Lucas had a heck of a game. Also, Ryan McDaniel had a heck of a game.
Malik Smith had a great game.
Malik Smith, with the exception of the kickoff, he had
exception of the kickoff.
But you can really see, and that was just a mental mistake.
Mm-hmm.
He's a young kid. But he's got outstanding talent. But Ryan McDaniel with that touchdown catch he had was really something that got us going in the first half. And
yeah, it was, and he continued to be a possession receiver when we needed him in clutch situations.
Yeah,
it just wasn't quite enough tonight.
It's tough, man. Like drinking a big old glass of vinegar because you start out so good and then boom.
Yeah.
You just get sick to your stomach, and you just see it all happen. And you're one play here, you're one guy there, you're one missed tackle, and it bites, okay?
Yeah, it stings.
So, anyway, it is what it is. It's the first game, and we got it out of our system now, and let's get ready for the next one. That's all you can do.
The next one's just as big. The home opener next week against Stanhope Elmore. That's a game you dearly want to win every year, especially on your home field. But tonight, it could be that the smoke combination was just a little too much, the Smoke-Martin combination. Here's Ezel with a carry on 3rd and 8, picks up his first down, and Ezel, look at him, he's going to might go to the house too. And not quite. He gets stopped at about the 1. DeAndre Ezel carries down to the 1-yard line. Too bad he didn't quite have enough to get in the end zone. He got a good angle put on him there by Trey Thompson.
That's just contain again, guys. It's contain. And we've got to get that down pat.
Now, if Wetumpka chooses to, they could make this score look ugly. Minute 46 to play, and they're at the 1-yard line with a 41-29 advantage over our Lions. Now you have a choice if you're Coach Perry at Wetumpka over there. You can punch this in or take a knee. And it looks like he's going to try and punch it in, and he does. DeAndre Ezel for the score. Touchdown, Wetumpka from 1 yard out. 47-29 your score now. 47-29 your score with 1:42 to play, and on for the point after now is the Wetumpka kicker, number 45, Zach Grindle.
Well, let's give Wetumpka a lot of credit. They got some outstanding athletes, and we knew coming into this that there's a lot of people thinking this may be the best team in the Tri-County area, and they have the athletes. They've got the receivers, quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks. They've got obviously an outstanding running back.
Yeah.
Outstanding linebackers on defense. I mean, really, really tough. And as you get further in the season, that depth issue that they may is not going to be as big a problem as it cools down.
Yeah.
Now, tonight it didn't show any depth problems either because.
Well, when you're running one play per drive.
Yeah, you're right.
You don't get real tired.
Yeah, that's right. But, you know, you got to give Wetumpka credit for they've got an outstanding team.
Minute 42 to play. The extra point try was no good. So 47-29 remains the score. And 18-point gap now. We need our 18-point play here with a minute 42 to go. As Buford and Thompson go deep to receive. Deep-ish, meaning about the 25-yard line.
Yeah, you see if there's one weakness that Wetumpka has is their kicking game.
Be the kicking game.
And that can make a huge difference when you get into the playoffs.
Well, and who knows if they have other weaknesses because they didn't have to show anything.
Yeah.
They might not have much of a passing game. We don't know.
Yeah, they didn't show one tonight.
They didn't have to show it.
They throw it out there on the edge and they run it around the middle. I mean, running around the outside. And so, yeah.
From the 25-yard line by Tack Buford. And we'll bring it out to the 30, and it looks like he fumbled the ball.
Yeah.
Home on the play, and Wetumpka recovers it. Now what do? You got a demoralized Prattville team right now. Minute 35 to go. The game is yours. I'm assuming you take a knee right here.
I would think that's what you do. Because things can turn around quickly.
Quickish.
Yes.
Well, again, are we settled on a Buffalo Rock player of the game for tonight?
Well, I think we got to give it. I've narrowed it down to P.J. Lucas, Ryan McDaniel. I do like the way D'Angelo Jones ran the ball. He ran it hard.
I do too.
But
P.J., P.J. made the field. He changed the field to a third of the size.
Well, yeah, he did, and
I got you. They're not going to take a knee. They're going to keep running it here. We're going nowhere is Laprade. He's going to be taken down in the backfield. Back at the 34-yard line. But also,
I mean, the offensive play of the night to me was Ryan McDaniel's
catch. Yeah, no doubt.
So I'm going to lean toward Ryan McDaniel tonight as player of the game.
I'll do the same. Ryan McDaniel for me. What say you, Donnie?
2 votes for Bedwell and Burnett. Well, it's unanimous.
That's unanimous. Ryan McDaniel is the Buffalo Rock Pepsi player of the game. And a losing effort to Wetumpka tonight. Your final score is going to be 47-29 as they go into the victory formation and take that knee. An 18-point loss to open the season here in Hohenberg. Everything going right in the beginning, and it all came apart in the second half for the Lions tonight as they fall to 0-1 on the season. Wetumpka improves to 1-0. Our next broadcast will be next Friday night in the Jungle. Home opener against Stanhope Elmore High School, the classic interstate rivalry. Make sure you're there early for that. Come support these kids. They are working hard. None of them gave up tonight. There's a lot of fight in this team. Everybody played for each other. And the good thing is that despite the loss, no real injuries. So we leave this game healthy and a lot to learn from. And the most improvements you make is between week 1 and week 2. And let's hope that next week we see that on the field. I want to thank our sponsors, Aero Pest Control, the Bowen family serving the River region for over 50 years. D&J Auto Plus, Phil and his great staff specialize in fast service and fast hydraulic hose repair. Laser Copy,